Fuck it. Just go live. I'm gonna wait until let me see. Yo, people hearing me? Am I live? I can never tell if I'm live on StreamYard. I could never tell. I can never tell if I'm live on StreamYard. There we go. There we go. All right, so we got 7 people in the room. Shout out to everybody in the room. Shout out to Moise, to Marquise, Doctor, Wendadell, Mexicano, Base Seth. Shout out to ya. We're just waiting on Rich right now. I sent him the link a couple of minutes ago, actually. So we're just waiting on Rich. But this is something I'm just gonna let the room pack in, or whatever the case is. There's gonna be a live debate between me and Rich Pneuma, and also I am gonna do something different. I'm going to, after the debate, I'm going to put the link out so you guys could call in and give your point of views on the debate, what you thought, what you didn't, what you thought, what you liked, what you didn't like. But right now, I'm gonna just let the room get packed. Looking forward to this. Yeah, me too. I'm just waiting for the room to get packed, and I am waiting on Rich. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna send him. Hold on. I'm gonna send him the link again, just in case. So I'm just waiting on Rich right now. So we got 13 people in the room. So shout out to everybody right now. So like I said, I'm gonna do something new. Usually in my debates, I pre-record them, or sometimes I do it live. This is like the second live debate I'm gonna have, but I'm gonna do something new. I'm gonna put the link down after the debate, and you guys could call in and give me your thoughts, ideas, point of views, all that. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a good show. It's definitely gonna be a good show. We're gonna definitely entertain a lot of the people. I want to give a quick shout out to Kiara in the room, the only JS, Melanated Night. Shout out to you guys. You guys just came in, so I'm just waiting for the room to get packed. I'm waiting on Rich right now. I did say I'm gonna start at 9. I thought he was gonna come here at 9 and have everything, ready to go. But things happen, so it's definitely fine. Let's not condone him. Hold on, he just sent me a message. Give me a minute. Hold on, guys. Give me a minute. Okay, cool. Everything is good, people. He's coming in now. So everything is all good. So what are you guys looking forward to hearing? You guys want to hear more to get a better understanding of what Rich is it's all about? What are you guys want out of this debate, besides knowing how to combat these type of individuals, or have these type of individuals already get verbally messed up? What are you guys looking forward to the most? Let me know. This has been an entertaining week on social media. Xtina over 10-hour video, and now this listen, dude, man, Xtina, it was like a marathon, bro. After 3 hours, I joined. When did I join? I joined when it was 2 hours or something like that. No, I joined when it was 30-40 minutes and stuff. And then then it just started going after 3 hours. I was done. I said, nah, I'm done. Shout out to her. Shout out to everybody stayed up and all that. There was an earthquake that was recorded. It was insane. So shout out to that 10-hour live stream, which is insane. I don't even know who. It was crazy. But yeah, you guys should debate. Black and brown unit. No, no, no. That's not what we're gonna debate. We'll probably touch on that. We'll probably touch on that, but Antonio Batista's yeah. We're probably gonna touch on that. But our what we're gonna debate is basically what Rich wants to debate. What Rich wants to talk about how racism isn't real. So that's what the basis of this debate. Mind you, he wanted this debate to happen. He came forward and said, he hit me up and said, "Hey, listen, let's debate. Let's have a debate. I think it'll be good." And I said, "Sure, that's totally fine." If I win the debate, he he has to delete his YouTube channel. If I win the debate, he has to delete his YouTube channel. If he wins, then he has to sue me. I have to buy him a car. You know So let's make this interesting, man. Let's really make this interesting. We're all right now waiting on Rich. Right now, let me just read some of the comments. Why does he think the way he thinks? I don't know. I'm planning to ask him that beforehand. Plus, does he agree with Antonio's ignorant BS? I don't know. I'm going to actually we'll talk before the debate. I want to get to know him a little bit more, you know. Black and Brown Unity channel. Buy a car, a toy car. Yeah. Oh, I think this is Rich. Hold on. Yo.
Yo, what up?
Yo, what's going on? Did you have issues finding the link?
Yeah, the camera and mic was tripping. I had to restart it, but I'm in now.
All right, then, no, that's cool. You need a little bit more time or not?
I'm good. I'm ready.
Okay, cool. Before we start, I just basically want to let you know. First of all, let's have it, respectfully. No name calling. You know what I'm saying? Let's just be respectful. You put your point of view out, I put my point of view out, and we'll hash it out. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely. All right, don't even trip. Right. I won't get the video flagged or anything.
Nah, not nah, don't worry about it. But before we start, I want to get to know you a little bit more. Where does the name Rich Pneuma come in? How did you get that name?
Well, the name Pneuma means my name used to be Delusion originally, but I had a spiritual experience. I came in contact with God, so I changed it to Rich Pneuma. Pneuma means spirit, soul, and it basically means rich spirit, rich soul. So I was born again before I even knew I was born again. So yeah, that's how my name.
Gotcha. So it was like a Christianity spiritual thing, right?
Yeah.
Basically. Got it. Oh no, that's cool. That's actually very creative how you got that name. That's what's up. So what are you racially? What are you? Are you white? Are you black? Are you native? What do you classify yourself?
I'm American. I consider myself to be American, but my ethnicity, my mom is Mexican and my dad is Hondureño.
Oh, okay, cool. So basically, you're Latino, right?
Yeah, you can say.
But racially, what do you classify yourself? Because when you go to job applications and all that, there's going to be a race question. So what do you classify yourself as?
I always classified myself as a Latino.
Well, Latino is not a race. The only races are Asian, black, native, white. So which one are you?
Whenever I did a job application, I know for sure I never put white. I probably just put other or something.
Got it. Oh yeah, which is actually something correct that we as Latin people should be doing. Because
Okay.
we're all mixed and stuff. And actually, I did see, I think, one of your videos about you touched on that whole Aztec part of the Mexican culture.
Yep.
Yeah, so that was a correct way of doing it. So you're a rapper. What made you want to start rapping, bro?
Rap is like what I've listened to all my life. When I was a baby in the car seat, my brother would play rap, and I've been writing poetry since I was like 8 years old. But the first song I ever recorded was probably like in 2011, and yeah, it was just the music that I enjoyed and uh, yeah, it was just what I was just around and listened to. So
Gotcha, gotcha. And it's just it was kind of like a calling, and then you just decided to just jump on that rap thing, right?
yeah, basically.
Okay, got it. So what are your rap influences? I could probably say.
My rap, I have a lot of rap influences. I can a lot. I mean,
Give me
like
your
I'm
top
really
five. Give me your top five.
five of all time. Sheesh. Probably all right. I'm just be real. It'll be Eminem, Tupac, um, Eminem, Tupac. I'm gonna be Prince EA, um, No Malice for sure.
Uh-huh.
Who else? There's so many that I like. With I'm gonna say Wiz Khalifa. I'm gonna put him in there.
Gotcha.
But
Wiz Khalifa. That's funny.
many, like
Uh,
so many, it's just.
yeah, 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 yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
that's right there to say that who inspired me, who I've
Uh,
actually, yeah.
okay, cool. So so I want you to let the people know you're the one that came at me and said, "Hey, let's debate,"
Yo,
right? I'm sorry, what?
yeah. Let's get into it. You wanna? No,
No,
I
no,
was
no,
saying
no,
yo,
no.
because
I
I
want, I
couldn't hear
want.
you really. Your phone was cutting off.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. I'm sorry, my fault. Now I was just saying and telling the people that you're the one that messaged me that wanted to do this debate, right? Hello?
Definitely, yeah. Because I mean, you were
Okay,
making.
gotcha.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I could hear you. I want to know if you could hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you. You said it. I messaged you for the debate. Yeah, I messaged you because you made a couple videos about me calling me a white supremacist and this and that.
Yeah,
So I just wanted to
yeah.
clear it up.
Okay, and that's and I'm glad that you actually came forward came forward and just say, hey, let's talk this out, let's debate it and all that. A lot of people wouldn't do that, you know what I mean? So shout out to you. At least you have the courage to do that. Um Now you wanted to debate how racism isn't real, correct?
Yep.
All right, cool. Now let me ask you a question. So if racism isn't real, does that mean all facets of racism isn't real either, like discrimination, reverse racism, black racism? Does that mean that all aspects of racism isn't real?
Yep. 100% without a doubt.
Okay, 100% without a doubt. So that means discrimination isn't real, right?
Discrimination is real, but it's not racism.
Well, discrimination is part of racism. The only time you get discriminated against is by looking different, not Anglo. You know what I mean? So how can racism not be real, but discrimination be real? Did I lose you?
Yo,
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 did I
your
lose
phone's
you?
kind of cutting off. Can
I
you
know
hear?
I'm in my computer, bro. Are
Yo,
you do you have good reception, bro?
let me go to
You
a better place where the reception will be better. But yeah, I can hear you.
you you wanna go out? You wanna go out and then come back into the room? I don't think you can hear me. Hold up. There's some technical difficulty, guys. Hold on. What are you guys talking about? One on one with? Hello?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. You were in the problem, but I don't think you could have heard me. Do you want to go? Want to leave the room and come back right back?
Yeah, I
On-
came to by the motor, so the Wi-Fi won't be so laggy.
Oh, okay, okay,
By the
got it,
wi-
got it,
by
got
the
it.
router.
But you could hear me now, right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, cool, cool, cool. No, like I was saying is, if discrimination is real, then that means because discrimination is a facet of racism. So how can discrimination be real but racism not be real?
You're saying like a black person or something getting discriminated and not hired? You mean that?
No, I'm talking about discrimination as a whole.
Well, like, give me an example of discrimination you're talking about.
Well, what is the meaning of discrimination? Can you tell me?
It depends. Everybody discriminates. Like, I mean, you're
Well,
part black, right?
so let me just put it out there so it could be easier for you, for everybody to understand. This, let's say discrimination from a job. Does that exist?
Yeah, of course it exists.
So that means racism exists.
No, it doesn't. It just means generalization exists and common sense exists.
No,
There's
because
even black people
you,
who have business.
yeah.
Hold on, let me finish my
Go ahead,
point.
go ahead, go ahead.
There's even black there's even black people who have businesses that think twice before hiring a black person,
But
because even they
how
know
many
how black
black
people are.
businesses are out there really?
So that's not racism. That's just there's a lot. What do you mean?
Like, all right, like besides the barbershops and the liquor stores, point to another black business that we all know.
I'm not talking about like the world knows, but like little mom and pop shops like
Oh,
that, like T Marts and stuff like that.
okay, and the
Restaurants.
thing is, I doubt that you went to these black businesses and you wanted to get hired and you got discriminated against. I doubt that. But let's be real.
I'm not saying me. I'm
So
not saying me.
if racism doesn't exist, that means all facets of racism shouldn't exist either. There's a hole in that logic, don't you think?
Racism does not exist. Only right and wrong, good and
Yeah,
evil. Everything else is a.
and I'm glad you put that out about bad and evil. There's no racism and all that, because I've seen that you talk a lot. You use a lot of Jesse Lee Peterson talking points. And just to be clear, I want to debate Rich Numa, not Jesse Lee Peterson. You know, because you do a lot of Jesse Lee Peterson talking points like this is right and wrong. The man needs to get back into the community. What is a man? We got to go back to Christianity and all this other. I don't want to debate Jesse Lee Peterson. I want to debate you. So again,
So
you're saying that
Jesse
this. You saying that
Peterson,
that. I'm sorry.
Tariq
What?
Nasheed.
I'm
I
sorry. What?
said Jesse Lee Peterson did. JLP didn't create good and evil. Tariq Nasheed.
Who's Tariq Nasheed?
Actually, he. I'm talking to. Oh, my fault. Radical Latino. I was talking to my fault. He didn't create good and evil. He's a reverend. He points people back to the Father.
No, I'm talking
That's the
about your.
problem with you.
I talked about your talking
That's the
points. Your talking points are all you're getting your talking points is from
people, and you
Jesse Lee
rather
Peterson.
not. Jesse Lee Peterson is like he's like 74 years old and he's older than you and all these other dumb whiny victimhood mentality people. I rather listen to him, but I listen to a lot of people like Larry Elder, Thomas Sowell, Candace Owens. I listen to you. I listen to a lot of people.
Okay, got it. But all I'm saying is that I just don't want you to use a lot of Jesse Lee Peterson talking points. You know, I want you to give me what you really think. But the funny thing is, a lot of people, not only you, but a lot of people say that I'm a Latin version of Tariq Nasheed. How? Because I constantly say white supremacy, or why is that?
Yeah, you constantly talk about everything's racism and white supremacy when it's not.
And that makes
because
me
racism doesn't exist.
And that makes me Tariq Nasheed.
I mean, like yeah, it does because you call people like me a white supremacist when it's nonsense. You can't give me one example right now of why I'm a white supremacist. You can't. You just
Oh
make up a
well,
lot.
we could just go to your We could just go to your YouTube channel. Let me just ask you why don't you put? Oh, shout out to Marcus for the $10 donation. Why haven't you put out something positive for Black folks? Why you keep on putting negative videos on Black folks only?
I put out plenty of positive videos of Black folks.
Like what?
The truth is positive.
So the truth about just exposing and showing some of those dysfunctional people is positive for you?
The truth of a breath of fresh air when people like you always lie about white supremacy and give black people a reason to, you give them a pass and you justify their just ratchetivity and because the thing is you don't respect black people enough. You see them as dumb and incapable. They just can't help it to kill each other, kill everybody else. They're
Mm.
using poverty, and it's just all lies. And it's
And
people like
where do you get those stats from that
black
black people
people.
kill themselves and all this other stuff?
Where do I get the what?
Those stats from? Where do you get those stats from that black crime is so high that they kill themselves and all that?
Oh Lord, it's
Don't s-
facts.
don't tell me
It's,
the
it's
FBI. Don't tell me the FBI.
statistically proven. A black is more likely to attack or murder a Hispanic.
Wait,
What
it's the
ten
wait, hold on. You said that it's statistically what proven?
statistically proven?
Oh, okay. I want can you look at the screen real quick?
Oh, I'm not looking at the screen, but oh, okay.
Okay,
What about?
that's a 10-year study from 2008 to 2018. Goes all the way down to crime. I went all to violent crimes, offenders, and victims, and I went by race. White people commit 199,000% of, well, in raw numbers, 199,000 of crime, right? That's the numbers. And only black people just make 187,000. It looks like white people commit way more crime than black. So how come you're not focusing on that?
That sounds good, but white
This
people are the
this is
majority.
no, hold on. It doesn't sound good. This is a fact. This is from the
Okay,
FBI stat. This is from the FBI stat, sir. So how come you're focusing on black folks and not the real people that's doing the most?
what? Okay, can I answer? I know you're part black, and you people tend to be aggressive and butt in, but can I?
I stood quiet, bro. Go ahead.
All right. Well, the reason is because black people are 13% of the population. Yet, for them being 13% of the population, they do the most violent crimes. Yeah, white people they do crimes, of course, because they're the majority. They're gonna have some. But for the violent homicides, white people are more likely to die from car accidents. Black people from homicide from other blacks. That's a fact.
Well, I just showed you a
And the
fact
reason I
that
focus on black people or point out the fact that racism doesn't exist is because there's no white life matter movement. There's no everywhere I go, every website of celebrity, a pathetic, fatherless, weak chump crying on
we'll
we're
go
being
into that
hurt. Such a it's
we'll
just
go
all
into
lies.
that later.
That put out the facts of fucking
We'll go into that
speed
later.
proof.
But the thing is,
Not that I've focused in
I
on these
just showed
people.
you I just showed you a
It's
fact.
just
So why are you focusing more on black folks? Because to be honest, the Latin
I'm
community
not
is not better.
focusing more.
The all your videos on your YouTube channel is all about black inferiority and how come black people can't get it together and all this other stuff. So if you first of all, the Latin community is not better off. So what makes you qualified to talk about black folks? Hello, can you hear me?
The Latin community is better off.
Oh, really? The Latin community is better
Yeah,
off?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I said our community is not
Yes,
better off. So
100%.
what makes you more qualified? Why you think you're qualified to tell the
The Latin
black
community
people how
is
to
better off for the most
like
part.
what? Really like what? How? I'm part of the Latin community. What are you talking about? No,
Yo,
we're not. How are we better off?
yo.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm letting you listen. I'm letting you talk.
Oh, I was just saying, yeah. The Latin community, well, it's as far as like in America, as Americans, we're not better, but we're better off. Our mindset, we're more conservative. Like for the most
Well,
part, a lot of
that has nothing to
Hispanic
do with. You're just saying words that make no
are
sense. There's a Latin people.
and
There's thousands of Latin people living in poor communities. There's thousands of them.
100%.
There's a
Yeah.
lot of Latin people committing crime and also getting arrested in the same rate as black folks. So how are we better off?
Um, better off as far as our mindset. Like most black people, not the people, but their mindset are like diseases to America. Like not the
Okay,
people, but their
so tell me what our mindset is, because I'm Latin and I'm confused. So tell me what our mindset is, please.
who black people or Latin people.
Latin people, Latin people. Is our mindset better off?
For the most part, Latin people are not destructive, angry, American white hating people like black people are. Black people hate white people. For the most part, Latin people don't. As a matter of fact, some Latins get caught in like because black people hate white people and anybody with light skin, and some black people look at Latins or Hispanics or whatever you want to call it that have light skin and say, oh, they benefit off the reaps of white privilege because they're so jealous of white people. So some Latins actually fall in that, like, and they know it and they see it, and they're not angry, bitter people. That's how they're better off.
Okay, so what is up with black folks that they can't be better off then? Can you tell me, since you're an expert and you know so much, what is
Oh, they
up
can.
with black people?
How they can be better off? Okay. Like I was saying, racism doesn't exist. And if you would don't cut me off, let me make my point, please, if I can, because I don't want to get distracted. But another racism doesn't exist because black people, the way you see them now, like these dumb celebrities who feel like they have to talk about oppression and oh it's hard on a black man, or they'll get canceled even though they've never experienced racism not once in their life. They just feel like they have to do that. Well, black people used to not be like that. Black people at one time before the civil rights movement, the out of wedlock birth, the out of wedlock percentage rate was like 20%. It was an embarrassment for them to have babies out of wedlock. Abortion, unheard of. Black on black crime, unheard of. Hating and blaming white people and complaining about slavery that happened 400 years ago, unheard of. Black people own businesses, they own land, property, they had it together. But then the civil rights movement came, MLK died, the evil Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, the race hustlers came and became the daddies of black people. They took away families, they replaced families and God and fathers, which is the most important thing because it starts at home. Every black millionaire and billionaire in America puts all these crybabies to shame. The jig is up. But they replaced fathers with leaders, and ever since then, downhill. When the civil rights movement was the worst thing. They were better off when they were segregated from white people because when they became
So
integrated.
you mean to tell me having Jim Crow laws telling them where to go and how to go and all this other stuff, when black people, first of all, when black people even living at home, they were always walking around with eggshells because at any point in time they could get accused of something that wasn't true. Black crime was not low. Black crime was actually very high even at that time because it was more illegal for black people to do regular things. So that talking point goes out the window. That makes no type of sense because if you're talking about out of birth wedlock and what you say, like welfare and all that other stuff, first of all, after the civil rights movement, before that it was legal for you not to hire a black person. It was legal for you to do that. Now after the civil rights movement, okay, now they get some benefits and all that other stuff. Don't you think there's an economic gap that happens?
No, it doesn't. Everything you said was it's all lies.
Wait
Everything
a
I said
minute.
was
So after the civil rights movement, there was no economic gap. Are you really serious?
black people became integrated with white people. They became in competition. They had to, and when that happened, that's when everything went downhill. They were way better off, and it's a fact. You can look it up. Everything I'm saying is the truth. They were way better off before the civil
Well,
rights movement.
that's a half truth. That's not really real. But you said something about the fathers not being at home, and you're saying that because the family is not intact, that create crime. Is that the reason why?
No, what do you? That's what you're saying.
No,
Hold on.
that's what I interpreted. Can you please clarify?
No, before we do that, you never answered my question though.
What was it?
You never gave me one example of why I'm a white supremacist.
Oh, I just said your YouTube channel is all about black inferiority. That was
Oh,
the whole thing. I just said it. Your YouTube channel. Everything that you put on your YouTube channel is negative about black people. That's the reason why you're not monetized, right?
can I prove to you that everything you be talking about is nothing but lies? Can I prove it right now?
Go ahead.
Name the one thing, the number one thing, radical Haitian, the number one thing today in 2020, the number one thing holding black people back in America.
White supremacy.
That is a fucking lie. Oh my goodness. Forgive my language. I don't. You see, you're getting me out of character. People like you don't respect black people. People like
White
you
is
hate
white
black
supremacy. The FBI even proved that there's white supremacist organizations infiltrating law enforcement.
people. One who sees them as inferior. That's why you keep saying it, and you keep
No,
keeps
this
coming
is
out.
what white people are saying. Are you telling me that that's a lie? The
Every
FBI even
person who
said
believes,
it. The FBI even said it. Those are white folks. Are you telling me that they're liars?
every person who believes that, every black person in the chat who believes that,
Sir,
dump,
Rich,
dump,
it's a documented fact.
dump
I have it right here.
the
The
document.
former FBI agent has documented links between
Black,
officers and racist militia. What are you talking about? I have it right here.
every election year they can talk
Dude,
about
I have it right here. You
Democrats.
can see it, bro. I have it right here. This is proving you wrong. What are you talking about?
You child of the devil. You're a liar. You're a deceiver.
Okay,
So now
I'm a deceiver. But in the Bible, it says, love thy neighbor and don't judge them. How come you're judging people?
you're a liar. You're evil. You hate black
In the Bible, it says, do not judge thy neighbor and love people. How come you're judging black folks all the time?
Can I tell you the number one thing that's holding black people back?
Can you answer my question first?
Fatherless homes. That's it. Nothing
Really?
else. Not white.
Wait. So you mean to tell me with when white people have mom and dad at home, they don't commit crime? Is that what you're telling me?
What are you? Why does this have to go back to white people? We're talking about.
I'm asking you a question. Is that what you're telling me? Is that what you're telling me? That if two parents are in the home for white folks, then they won't commit crime? Is that what you're telling me?
Jesus Christ, have mercy. He knows not what he does.
I'm asking you.
You're really a liar. You're lying. People like you,
sir. I'm asking you a question, sir. I'm asking you a question.
Killing cops, thinking it's okay to attack.
Sir,
white
I'm asking you a question.
The way they do when it's all a lie.
I'm asking you a question. I'm asking you a question. Is that what you're telling me?
What? What?
That when father and mothers are in the home and they have their home intact, you're telling me that they won't commit crime throughout the board, black and white. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, I'm not saying
really? Okay, this is funny. Look, check this out. Top serial killers, famous serial killers such as Ted Bundy, Jeffrey Dahmer, and Dennis Rader grew up in healthy households. So please explain that, sir. Can you please explain that? I came prepared, baby. Can you please explain that?
Look, I know black people have a problem with telling the truth, but I didn't say
this is documented fact. Can you please explain that?
That's
white people got family all together and they become serial killers. Can you please explain that?
You're in like a totally false little fantasy world. Nobody's talking about why does it have to come back to white
people? This is a perfect example of somebody just babbling. This right here is a perfect example of somebody babbling, because when I'm showing him facts, he's over here. So come on, dude.
You put words in my mouth. I never said that. You just
no, you clearly just said that. You said when both parents are in the home, black or white, they will both not commit crime. You just said that.
This goes to show how dumb you people are, like you and Mexican Excellence and the rest of the little families.
Are you mad that Mexican Excellence got an interview with me? Are you mad about that?
You people hate America, hate white people.
All right, so listen. Okay, check this out.
Why are you still? If COVID-19 tickets are cheap right now because of COVID, you could just go get a ticket, a free trip back to Africa or wherever you guys want to go. I don't get it. How do you guys hate America and you're still here?
Nobody's saying that we hate America. We hate white supremacy in the system that they have here.
You're an evil person.
That's what white supremacy is evil. You're absolutely right. Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, white supremacy is evil. We're actually in agreement. Now let me ask you: Is Antonio Batista racist?
Racism doesn't exist.
Is Antonio Batista racist?
Are you asking if um is does he have hate for a certain people?
Is Antonio Batista racist?
No, he's not.
No.
Because
So how come in
it
some of
doesn't.
your videos you even stopped yourself from calling him racist? Because you were very close. You were very close of calling him racist. So if he's not racist, then what you call it then? Because obviously you're scared to call things what it is. You call it right and wrong. There's
No,
certain names. There's certain names for these type of things, right? So how come you don't call it the name that it is, racism? But why you call it right and wrong?
I tell it how it is. Slavery was 300 years ago. Black people, they didn't know none of them were enslaved. They feel entitled to just go burn and loot and be lazy and hate white people because of the past. That's all nonsense. They lack love. They need
So
fathers. They
what do you can you tell me, can you explain this to me? An average white high school dropout earns more than a black college graduate. This is a study that came out a couple of years ago. Can you explain that, since racism, it doesn't exist and isn't real?
a high school dropout earns more than a college grad.
Yeah, can you explain that?
Where are you getting these stats from?
Let me
Tariq Miss.
see. No, this is a website. Rollingout.com. I just changed it. See, it says rolling out right there. I just put it as a readable file. So can you explain that if racism doesn't exist?
A high school dropout earns more than a college grad. Like, what is an example of that?
No, can you explain to me, if racism doesn't exist, how come we have these type of studies?
More than a college grad. Let me think about it. I know
You
plenty of.
can't say that they're not educated. This is a black college graduate.
I'm trying to make my point. I know plenty of high school dropouts that are black that became millionaires and make more than college grads, and that's because they live in America and they're white and Hispanic and all
You know
Asian
for a
trans.
fact that's a lie, because if that was true, you would have had your car a long time ago. Do not lie. Can you explain this, please?
I mean, that's really just
Okay, so we're basically going back to, hey, racism does exist. Okay, so you just call it what you want to call it. How come you're so scared to call it white supremacy?
it's not white supremacy. It's
I just
somebody.
clearly just showed you it is.
So many black people who drop out of high school and they become successful. Like that doesn't prove anything. It's just
One
so,
out of like 100,000. Come on, dude. That you can't even point it. You dropped out of high school, right? So how come you are using the same success as them? Aren't you race
I am.
hustling yourself? Aren't you race hustling
I,
yourself? Aren't you race hustling
I.
yourself?
No, I'm not.
You're not? You're not race hustling?
Are you gonna ask the question 5 times, or are you gonna let me talk?
Wait, you're not race hustling? So how come in your little front racer right here says, everywhere I go I get discriminated against because the way I look? So that's not race hustling?
I
You're
mean,
talking
if black
about
people can,
discrimination. That's racism,
if
right? So that's not racism.
people,
Actually, you got 175. Shout out to you. Yo, go donate to this guy's thing. But that's not race hustling, bro. You're race hustling right there.
can I prove to you racism doesn't exist?
Go ahead, because I've been trying to see that that it doesn't, and I keep on proving to you that it does. But go ahead.
All right, well, don't cut me off. I know you
Okay,
people
okay.
have
I'm
attention.
I'm a mute. I'm gonna mute myself. All right, I'm gonna mute myself. Go
All right,
ahead.
cool. All right, Atlanta. The mayor of Atlanta is Keisha Lance Bottoms, a black woman. San Francisco. The mayor of San Francisco is London Breed, another black woman. The mayor of Chicago, one of the biggest cities, probably, Lori Lightfoot, another black lesbian. The mayor of Washington D.C., Muriel Bowser, another black woman. Oh, that's so racist, systematic. All right, the mayor of New Orleans, Latoya Cantrell. The mayor of Charlotte, Vila Lyle, whatever. The mayor of Baton Rouge, Sharon Weston Broom. Okay, black people. They. You say they had it so hard in segregation. They wanted the civil rights. They got that. They're not smart enough to pass the test. They got affirmative action. They're in poverty, Section 8 homes, welfare, food stamps, um, a black president. Oh my, they keep complaining. What years? Oh, just give them a black president. Shut them up. They got that elected twice, the worst president ever. There's never been a Asian president. No, no, no Mexican president. No, nah, no. Just give them a black. They just keep complaining. Give it to them. They got that. What do you? Oh, okay. Remember those Freddie Gray riots? You talk about racism. In
I
2015, President, don't cut me off. Let me finish my
go,
point,
go ahead,
please.
go ahead, go ahead.
In 2015, when those Freddie Gray, that thug who got killed by the cop, the pres at that time, right, where it was so racist, the president of the United States was black. The United States Attorney General Eric Holder, a black racist white hating dude. The mayor of Baltimore, black. The city council, all Democrats, majority black. The police department chief, a black dude. The assistant police department chief, a black dude. The state attorney, a black dude. The three of the six cops charged, a black dude. Black, three blacks. Uh, about 620,000 Americans died in the Civil War for black people that they still hate. Not to mention the West Africa. Bro, let me finish, please.
Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Not to mention the West Africans sold slaves first, and black people got rich off of slave
Wait,
trading
wait,
too.
I couldn't hear you. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear that last part. You said Africans sold what?
Not to mention the West African slaves sold the blacks off
Oh,
first
okay.
to the area. White people didn't just go get them some black people and just bring them back on the ship like these lying, evil black people say. And black people got rich off of slave trading too. That's a fact. The black man got to vote before the woman could. America, the country all these dumb people hate, is the best country for black people to live, period. The NBA, NFL, MLB, soccer, hockey, all that stuff's created thousands of black millionaires. And if it wasn't for white people that they hate, there wouldn't be none of that. Africa, as a matter of fact, the motherland, still has slavery going on. Asians make more money than white people, so white supremacy is not real. Only generational wealth exists, period. And you and people like Mexican excellence hate white people, but you still won't move. The reason black people kill each other and why Mexico is the way it is, people cutting off heads and torturing people, is because these people are cursed. Like Mexican excellence said, she's for closing of the churches. That's why these people suffer, because these people love evil. They think they're so intelligent, but they don't know nothing. They're empty vessels. People like you are blinded by your hate for white people. But white people created the best country on earth. That's why black people should be thankful. Get on their knees and kiss white people's feet that slavery happened and that their ancestors went through all that and they ended up here. Otherwise, they'll still be in Africa eating mud pies. Same thing for people like Mexican excellence. This is the best country ever, and you guys hate Trump, but
Jesus,
you don't
and you
even
keep
know
on
why.
going. Are you gonna be done, bro?
Trump has. Let me finish.
Okay,
Trump
go ahead.
has brought the Trump has brought the lowest percentage for of unemployment for black and Mexicans, right? You claim they get discriminated, they can't get hired. Well, he's brought the lowest unemployment rate for black and brown people ever in the history, right? And I heard Mexican excellence on your little show throwing shade at me, and she's a lying, acting like she don't know who I am. That's funny. She
I
was
really don't know if she was throwing shots at you for real. I didn't. Me and her didn't even speak about you whatsoever. So I just want to put that out there. I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe you did hear some shots, but
I'm
I don't know.
no, she was talking about me without a doubt. And then
Okay.
somebody let me finish my point though. Somebody commented on the video of your podcast saying something about she denied my interview, and she's like, "Who's Rich? I don't know who he is, and he never contacted me." But she knows who I am, and she knows I contacted her. She even left a message on scene. But anyways, that's another story. People like her want to throw shade at me and ooh, act like, ooh, what does he know about black people? He wants to make videos about. I probably know more black people than she does. She's a phony. She wants to act like black and brown unity is so real. And let me finish my point, though, and I'll let you go. She wants to act like black and brown unity is so real and all that. I was born in South Central Los Angeles. All my neighbors and all my friends, they were black. They slept over my house. I slept over theirs. And the reason we had to move out of LA is because of the violence, the drive-by shootings and all that. And if you really know what goes on in these areas, you will know the border of Tijuana is in San Diego. So all these illegal aliens that are coming in and moving in, where? South Central, LA, Compton, Watts, all these places where black people live. And guess what? Over time, after years of them coming in, Honduras, Guatemala, Mexico, all these places, mobs over the years, they're landing in these communities where black people are. And even in some of these communities, they even discriminate against black people, and even go as far as saying if you're not bilingual, you won't get hired because it's a blah 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 area. That's why a lot of black people are for Trump, because they are for the wall, and they don't like Mexicans, and everybody knows that. She wants to act like I'm crazy. I'm the only one with the. It's so backwards. You people are deceived. Like people like you, radical Latino, you don't even know why you don't like Trump. Like you act like, oh, you're for black, this and that. But the border and all these
brother, you're just rambling, brother. You're just rambling at this point. I gotta stop you because now it feels like I think Antonio sent you a whole list that you're just like reading. Listen, the fact, first of all, you said that black people sold other black folks. That's what you just said. Can you show me any evidence? Can you show me any evidence that Africa had a slave-based economy, please?
You're a liar. You people hate the truth because you're all liars.
Can you show me? Well, you said something, so I want you to prove it. Can you show me how Africa had a slave-based economy since they got rich off of all the enslavement?
Can I show you that? What? I can't show you any of that, but I know black people that have great grandmothers that got enriched from slave trading, and it's a fact.
I never said that. What I said was that if Africans were balling out of control from this whole enslavement thing, can you show me how Africa had a slave-based economy?
The truth is like the sun and the moon. You can't,
because if that was the case, they'll be in the economic. Africa will be in the economic stances America. If that's the case, America made all this money through slavery. You gotta know that. That's one. Two. First of all, you said which one is it? Is it black people the problem, or is Latin people the problem? Because you just said all these drive-by shootings and all these immigrants are coming from the border. So which one is it? Is it black folks or Latin people?
Satan, simmer down. I love how you just ignored everything I said, all the facts I said, just to clarify.
I'm going point for point, bro. I'm going point for point. So which one is it? You just said there's a lot of drive-by shootings. You had to move out, and all these criminals are immigrants from Tijuana coming into into America. So which one is it? Is it black folks or Latin people?
What is your point? Like, you don't make any sense.
Thank you. Well, that's what's called rambling, guys. I want you guys to understand that's what rambling is. And also, it's kind of crazy how you're a Mexican dude talking about immigrants coming into this country. Are you saying that Mexicans are the majority of the immigrants that come into this country?
Confuses people. The people who live in little delusional worlds, like, don't even know like what they stand on. The truth confuses them, really.
Dude, you are rambling. You don't even know what's going on. Dude, I'm asking you a question. Are you saying that Latin people are the only illegal immigrants that come here? Is that what you're saying?
Texas, major city like that knows I'm speaking facts. But I mean, radical Latino doesn't know if he wants to
okay, so well, it says right here, most undocumented immigrants are not Mexican. This actually came out last year. If you actually read the article, it actually says the majority of illegal undocumented immigrants are Asian people that come into this country. It's never changed from 2001, and it hasn't changed now. You have to update your stereotypes, bro.
I mentioned Honduras, Guatemala. I mentioned all these countries. Like, when did
I? Yeah, and this study is telling you that you don't know what the fuck you talking about.
Oh my! So your point is, because I have a
But
point. You might.
my point is that you're getting fucked right now. That's what my point is. Because I'm showing you that you don't know what the hell you're talking about. And then secondly, you talked about Asian people outperform black folks. Do you know why Asian people outperform black folks?
Yeah, can I tell you?
Yes, please.
Because they're smarter, they work harder, they study, they're not lazy. That's why.
Oh, okay.
That's why, my guy. Facts. Facts. Yeah.
Gotcha. So can you explain? Can you explain to me all those Asian gangs that are in these Asian communities? How come they have Asian gangs?
Um, how
Uh
come Asians are? How come Asians are not on TV crying?
no. I'm asking you a question. You just said something. How come? Can you explain to me if they work harder and they don't cry how come there's Asian gangs then?
I get paid millions to throw a ball around, but you don't know what it's like.
People, this is a perfect example when you get somebody and you're fucking them up. This is a
LeBron.
perfect example. Perfect example. Now, the reason why there's a lot of Asians that come into this country and do better for black folks because there's an incentive. That's what it is. That's what it
It's
is.
not.
It's an incentive, and they became the model minority, and they literally come into this country, and you don't even have to have much in capital, or actually no capital at all, and they'll let you open up a Chinese restaurant in the hood. So that's the reason why they do it. Because if that was the case, if all the Asians were doing so much better and stuff, there wouldn't be a high suicide rate in China. There wouldn't be a high suicide rate in Japan if that was the case.
Oh, well, I'm talking about America. Look.
Oh,
China,
okay, let's
Japan.
go to America because I even asked you if Asian people are doing that great in America, how come there's Asian gangs?
How come?
Yeah, there's Asian gangs. How come?
Because
Let me know.
these Asian gangs got inspired by some hip hop rapper who taught them that. That's why.
No. Oh wait, hip hop rap. Wait, you in hip hop? So how come you influencing the bad you into hip hop? So how come you influencing the bad systematic oppression on black folks and Asians? How come you doing that? You better stop doing that, bro. You a rapper, right? You a rapper.
Yeah,
You said hip hop. You just said hip hop. So how come you are contributing to that?
the difference is though, No Malice, who was on Kanye West's last album, Jesus is King, he gave me props on my music. Like those are the type of people who give me
I didn't
respect.
ask who gave you props. I asked how come you contributing to the dysfunction. If
There's
you're
a
talking about
difference
hip hop, how come you contributing to the dysfunction?
that I send out versus the stuff that the mainstream rap hip hop stuff. Because you know what? Um, I don't believe that black people are killing each other and this and that because they're in poverty and because this and that. It's all lies. They're evil. They love evil. They're wicked at heart. They're truly evil people. I like without a doubt. I'm not even saying that to try to be. They're evil
Can you
people.
explain why?
Why?
Yeah.
Thank you. Just let me explain. Don't cut me off, please, and I'll let you talk. Because my father came from the most violent place on earth, Honduras. Right? He came over here, learned English, which is like one of the most hardest languages to learn. He learned English and he built a life for himself. Bought like 3 houses. He has his own business now, and he came from another. He came really from the slums, like from these black people talk about I'm from the slums, but they're not. They turn suburbs into ghettos, like South Central LA and Compton. Ask anybody who's from California, from LA. Those places were majority white, suburbs, sunny, uh, crickets chirping, birds chirping, beautiful. When the whites moved out, the blacks and Mexicans moved in. Say goodbye to the neighborhood. Now Compton is like the number one dangerous place in California because these people are just evil. They love evil. They take pride in their evil, not because of poverty. Poverty doesn't make you kill people and do that type of stuff. These people are just godless, immoral people, and I believe that without a doubt. Most black celebrities, they're evil. They're evil to the core, and they think most of them really think they're doing good, but they're just puppets. And you call me a white supremacist and all this and that, but I'm not. I say it all the time. I'm the best Latin American rapper to ever walk the earth But these dumb kids rather listen to these dumb black people. Treat them like hate America, hate white people, hate cops, just be angry, tell them nothing but lies. They rather listen to them. So, but it's cool. Over time, the right people will.
Damn, dude, you just this Big Pun, J.R. Ryder, Bodega Bands, Davies. What
Big
the
Pun,
hell?
Big Pun is one of the greatest to ever do it, but I'm the best Latin rapper to ever walk the earth. There's none better.
So
I'm the best.
Bodega Bands isn't that great?
He couldn't write a better verse than me when I was
Word?
14.
What about J.R. Ryder? J.R. Ryder isn't nice. Fred Money, he isn't nice either. Nino Bless isn't nice.
If you know about poetry and about like poetry, double entendres, multi-syllables, and if you really know about poetry, Shakespeare don't got nothing on me. I'm really one of the. I'm like. Big Pun is a legend.
Okay.
Don't give me,
all right. We're gonna move. Yo, yeah, you just, this guy's a legend. Yo, this guy's a legend, son. This guy's a legend. So, oh my god, yo, you fucked me up right now. You really, shout everybody, please thumb up this video, because this guy's a fucking legend. Yeah. Yo, this guy. Oh, that was funny. That was that was really funny. Please, no. Shout out to Rich. He's probably right. He's probably right. I don't know. He's probably right. So, you fucked me up with that one, bro. I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna let you know what it is. You really fucked me up with that one. So let me ask you. You just said that that first of all, what is up with you and Mexican Excellence? She's mad cool. You got a crush on her or something?
She's just a fake. She's phony. She must act like Well, first of all,
you got one of your fans. You got one of your fans here, by the way, Godzilla. I put his comment up, so shout out to you, bro. No. So what's up? What's your issue with Mexican Excellence? She's mad cool. She's really educated. She has all her credentials. How come you hate her?
I'm subscribed to her channel. I like her too, but she do say that me on your podcast. So,
dude, we don't know if that was true. If that was at you, because she didn't tell me anything, dude. I'm being for real. Me and her never spoke about you. If she did, then I'm telling you right now, I didn't know nothing about it, and I'm sorry, because that's the last thing I want is to somebody throw shade at somebody else during an interview. I don't want that. You know what I mean? But if she did, then I didn't know nothing about it.
Yeah, she left a comment on the video you guys did, and somebody had commented, "Why did you deny an interview with Rich?" And then she's like, "Who's that? I don't know who that is. He didn't contact me. That's a lie. She knows who I am." Anyways, it don't matter.
Okay, so let's go back to the same thing. So you're saying that once Black people and Latin people started moving into the neighborhoods, that's when the shit started getting fucked up, right?
Yeah.
So I have to ask this then. How come you aren't really talking about the mass shooting that's happening in the white communities? How come you aren't talking about that?
Because I don't think it's that serious. Black people are the second on the list of mass shootings. They're right behind white people.
Homie, I got a stat right here from 1982, from February to 2020. Whites commit 65% of all mass shootings. Blacks 21%, Latin only 10%. Remember, a white supremacist, self-proclaimed white supremacist, went to El Paso and started shooting our people down. So you still don't see that as an issue?
I mean, that's one person though.
What? One person? Dylan Roof even said that I want to kill Black people in his manifesto. He says that all Hispanics are our enemies. So that's just two, right?
That's one person. You're most likely to get killed by a Black person than
it's
a white
actually
person.
It says it right here. Most mass shooters are white, so you're most likely to get killed by a white person, honestly, to be completely honest. And I just showed you the crime stats from the FBI. Last time I checked, you people like going into the FBI stats. And I just showed you that white people commit more crime than blacks. So how come you aren't talking about that in your channel?
Because because white people are like pitiful, crying everywhere, shoving in everybody's faces. They
Okay,
don't have a white
so
lives matter movement. They don't.
I got a question for you.
They don't.
By any chance, do you know what stop and frisk is in New York? Do you know what stop and frisk is in New York? By the way.
Yes, and I'm for that. They should do that more often. They should do that all the
So
time.
they should
That's great.
racially profile black and Latin people more often, even though 90 something% of the people that they actually profile were innocent.
Yeah, they should
Even though they were innocent.
because in New York, black people are like how what is it?
So you're for racism, right?
No, because
That's what
so many
racism is,
innocent
discrimination, homie.
so many innocent little kids get killed in the crossfire when these dumb thugs want to drive up the street shooting each other. So if they're gonna spend it too much,
You're Latin, so how come these black and Latin people? Well, I'm gonna just say Latin people. How come these Latin people want to just drive up the street and start shooting people? Please let me know. What's wrong with
because
Latin
they're
people?
evil,
What's
they're
wrong?
godless, they're
So we're evil and we're godlessness, right? Is that what it is?
100%. Look at
Oh, so
Mexican accident. She
so
said,
what's
Humphrey
making
Close,
don't worry about Mexican accent. Like, relax. I know you got a crush. Chill out. So what's making us Latin people godless? What's making us godless?
Kurt, that's a great question. Following black people, listening to them, and taking from that.
Oh, so how come you follow black
Of
people? You're a rapper. So what? So why are
I
you
don't.
going down this? Why are you going down the path of evilness? How come you are driving
I,
around shooting up the place? Tell me.
thank you for asking. I'm glad you brought that up for real, because people always bring that up. I don't. Black people didn't create hip hop. Let me just say that. Hip hop started in the Bronx.
Yep.
DJ Kool Herc hip hop, and the Puerto Ricans that were there that helped the b boys, the break dancers, they created hip hop. Not all black people created hip hop. If you
I know,
listen to my
dude.
lyrics,
I know what the hip hop story is. I understand, but let's be honest. You just said hip hop earlier. You just said hip hop is the reason why these black folks are doing what they're doing, and you are a rapper. So please tell me, how come you are going down the path of evilness? How come you're sleeping in bed with Satan? If that's the case,
that's not true. I'm trying to make a point, but you cut me off. I was saying, oh yeah, what I was saying. You see, you distracted me. I was talking about what was I saying? Oh yeah, that what was I saying again, dog? You distracted me. I was talking about what was I saying?
you were talking about that black people didn't create hip hop. It was black and Latin people that created hip hop. The Puerto Ricans were the break dancers and stuff. DJ Kool Herc.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. Everybody in the chat, everybody to whoever in the future watch this video, the podcast, there's not one black rapper you can point to that's more talented than me as an artist. Me.
Yeah, half of your top five are more talented than you, bro. What are you talking about? What are you? Yeah. Yo, don't make me laugh, bro. You're gonna make me lose. You're gonna make me fuck up, bro. Don't make me laugh.
There's nothing about me that you can say, oh, he's trying to be black, or ooh, my gift was given to me from God, straight from God. And as far as hip hop being Satan's music, you're right. But it's about the message. It's about you can either be a vessel for evil or a vessel for good. And I'm gonna tell you this right now. My album, Redemption, is the best gospel album ever created, ever on earth, ever to exist. It's called Redemption. It's a gospel album dedicated to God. And it's that right there, it just proves like what I'm working for in my message in general.
Got it. So how come? So you're into this devil music, which is hip hop, but you are protected by the anointed one, God, in order for you to put His message out, right?
I mean, it's not hip hop is not evil. It's about what you're talking about that makes it evil. It's not.
You
I
just
mean,
called it devil music. You just said that. So how come you're in
every
this devil music? Are you too holy to actually get penetrated by the evilness? Is that what it is?
the thing is, hip hop used to be political and it used to be something meaningful, something with a message, but it got infiltrated by people, and that's when it turned evil for money and corruption and stuff like that. It gets deep, but it's about your message. Just because it's hip hop or over drums and bass, or it means it's about the message.
Okay, all right. It's about the message. I got you. I want you to see something real quick. Maybe you everybody could get educated here. This right here is the 2011 one. That's when Stop and Frisk stopped. 2011 Stop and Frisk stats even said it right here. 51% were black. 32% were Latin who actually, were being stopped. Only 2% they actually found something on them. Only 2%. Also in California, if you guys don't know, there's actually a gang law. There's a gang law that if you wear certain colors, they're definitely gonna just stop you. And there's an article right here that says 92% of Black and Latino in California laws that keep minorities in prison. So with those type of stats, can you please tell me how come that's not racism? Is it wrong or just something else?
I mean, when black and Latino people want to act like hooligans, record themselves aiming, flashing guns at cameras, rapping about the murders they just did last week. You don't think cops are watching everything? You don't think there's a frustration of knowing, okay, there's a
I didn't
murder
ask
that's
what about cow. I didn't ask that. I asked what. Oh, how come that's not racism?
making a point, but you keep butting in. You people tend to
No, you
have a
keep on
tendency.
giving me some bullshit. How come this isn't racism?
It's not. It's generalization. Black and Latin people tend to act like thugs, and they
Is
want to put an image of
generalization. So it's okay. So to you, it's okay to discriminate against somebody, right?
thugs on them and stuff like that. So I mean, hey, it is what it is. Stop acting like hooligans.
There you go. Stop acting like a hooligan, and maybe you won't get discriminated in your job. Rich, you're
Yeah,
absolutely right. You should start using your own logic. Stop being a hooligan, and maybe you won't get discriminated by the way you look. Maybe you should stop rapping because it's devil music, and maybe you'll actually get a job and you won't get discriminated. Right? That's probably what it
maybe
is. Let's be real. That's probably what it is. So now,
if the,
with
the
that being
illegal
said, I'm sorry.
maybe
What?
I was saying if the illegal aliens were to move out, maybe I could get hired. And but
Oh
I'm
yeah,
not tripping.
you're really gonna be out there selling oranges? Get the fuck out of here, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Yo, go donate to Rich's GoFundMe and get him a car, man. He needs to really, he needs to explore the world. Brother, I don't know where to take it from here. I think I already proved my point. Because the thing is that you're talking about Christianity, even racists like the KKK are they talk about being Christians and pro Christians and all this other stuff, which is complete bullshit. So how come you're talking about godlessness and Christianity and all this other dumb shit, but racist people use that same thing to justify their racism? I feel like that's what you're doing now.
Religious people killed Jesus. So I mean, anybody can say, "Oh, I'm Christian," but if you have hate in your heart for anybody, then you're not. You're of Satan. You're not Christian. But listen, you haven't gave me one proof of white supremacy. You really haven't. I like
Oh, I did. It's
give
just
me
the thing
one.
that you don't want to accept it. It's fine. It's totally fine. I came prepared for this, so it's totally fine. What we're gonna do right now, before I have. Oh, by the way, I'll have people call in. Do you want to stay? Do you want to stay on for this?
Yeah,
For
we can
people to
do that.
call
But
in? Okay,
that's
so but before we have people call in, you said you're the best rapper. Can you drop me a freestyle right now? Actually, I got a beat on for you. Do you mind?
is it gonna delay or is it gonna be solid like while I rap on it? Because I can put a beat.
Yeah, I hope it's solid. Hold on, let me see. Let me see. Let me see. All right. I'm see if I could try to loop it. Right. Let me see if I could try to loop it. And hold on. Oh no, I can't do it. Hold on, give me 1 minute, bro. All right, I'm so sorry, y'all, because this just came out of nowhere. I came up with this idea. This came this came out of nowhere, guys. So my bad. Just Rich, talk to the people. Let the let them know what it is.
All right, cool. While he looks for that beat, I want to prove to you guys that um how black people are, all these black celebrities acting so hurt, they're phony. They're just don't listen, they're phony. They don't care. They want to keep this illusion of they need racism to exist to blame their failures on. If racism doesn't exist, that means that they have to take accountability, which they don't want to do. But let me prove to you that all these people are dumb. All right. In 2020, 34 cops have been murdered by gunfire, right?
Wait. Hold on. Just how about you say that stat while you're rapping, because you're the best rapper alive right now. So I'm gonna throw you a beat and you rap over. All right. What happened, bro? I'm not hearing anything.
I need to play the beat. My
Oh,
fault. Play it.
my fault. Okay, I got you.
I'm okay. They want to act like, oh, hey, bro, I'm not putting that extra lane, huh? Yo,
Yo, what's up?
let me just do it a cappella.
I'm sorry. What?
Let me just do it a cappella
Okay, go
because
ahead, bro. Go ahead. The floor is yours, bro. Go ahead.
I said, I'm only here to speak the truth. Facts though. Black Lives Matter really ain't nothing but a fat joke. They wanna act like all cops are the bad folks, but where they at when little kids get clapped in the back though? All these rappers still glorifying gang banging, acting funny, flashing money with their chains hanging. Still holding on to the past when they make statements, but they never talk about the West African slave trading. Every question gets deflected. It's a tactic to run away from the truth. It's really backwards. The most powerful nation, the USA tyrants, they're controlling the population with a fake virus locked away in your homes like a prison cell. Meanwhile, they still cashing out on NBA ticket sales. Meanwhile, protesters looting riot. It's the white liberals still keeping you divided. Now everybody's suicidal because Trump got elected, but I think it's just because you're too entitled, choosing idols, telling you to go cuckoo cycle. But if it's vital, we using rifles on that Tifa and we leaving few survivors. That's only if we have to. Obama did nothing but let men go in the women's bathroom. Trump got elected, now they all in a bad mood. But tell me why they gotta act like children in the classroom. So grab your phone and download this song before they take it off and censor me, because I'm the rap Alex Jones. The flat earthers know this rap verse to crack the dome. My ancestors wore Jurassic clothes. You could track the bones. But I'm still living in the future. I could try to plan what my life demands, but God's a spiritual intruder, a political reviewer. But you could track the work I put in just by checking the fingerprints on the computer. I'm as serious as tumors. Make material consumers check their peripheral and U-turn. Meaning I'ma change what you think. My words are extraterrestrial, like when an alien speaks. So bow down to Adrian's feet. Now I'm just plain in God we trust, and the faith I'ma keep. But I'm close to holy. Rappers acting tough with the top flight security of the world. Holy moly, I'm exposing phonies with poor morals. But y'all don't get it yet. It's deeper than George Soros. Your social security is a serial number. Your corpse is a corporation. Yeah, you appear to be humble, but the fact you're a slave in the matrix seriously hunts you. But you never speak up. Your mouth is shut with fear in the muzzle. There you go.
That's Rich Numa, new 2020. Nah. All right, cool. Listen, I got the link out. I got all right, I got the link out right now. and anybody could just come on in. I put the link on it again. Anybody could come on in and talk to me and Rich. Tell us what you guys think about this debate. Who won? If I won, press 1 on the chat. If Rich won, press 1. Now let me stop. Press 2 on the chat. And you guys could talk to me and Rich. So we got somebody here, Truth Teacher. So Truth Teacher, you're on.
Okay, this has been like a complete clusterfuck. I mean, all right, you know what? I'm gonna calm my ass down. And can he hear me?
Yes, he can.
Okay, because I'm like a few minutes behind. But dude,
wait.
I wanna-
Before you go, how did you like the freestyle? The freestyle was tough, right?
I didn't hear that part because like I knocked out. I came in like 10 minutes behind.
Rich,
So-
he's a little old, so don't worry about it. So tell us what you think, bro. Tell us what you think. We got other people on the background. Just tell us what you think, bro.
About his freestyle or about in general?
Tell us about the whole debate. What do you think? Anything that you want to say?
Listen, this young man doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. I mean, dude, someone is asking you direct questions and you can't answer. All you're doing is spinning around in circles and making personal attacks. I mean, you don't, dude, did you really drop out of high school? Is that true?
Yep, I dropped out of high school and I'm smarter than you. Ain't that crazy?
Dude.
Do not engage.
First of all,
do not engage. That's a troll. Relax. Do not engage. Just talk facts.
Okay.
100%. I'm smarter than you, like without a doubt.
Delusional.
Your
Okay.
IQ is
So, yeah, but I've got 2 degrees. You don't.
Do not engage.
Okay,
do not
listen,
engage.
listen.
Just talk to him. Jesus.
So what I want to know is why is it that you are... Will you shut the fuck up, please, young man? And let me speak, and then I'll let you speak. How about that?
You sound just like your mother. Calm down, my guy.
My mother's dead, by the way. She passed away last year.
Do not
but whatever.
engage. Do not engage. Just talk.
Okay.
Jesus.
That's
First of all, you talk about you had to leave the area where you lived because there were all of these illegal immigrants coming in, Central American immigrants coming in, committing crimes. So why is it that you have nothing to say about the criminals in your own community?
That's a good question.
You don't have any videos on your channel talking about these evil Mexicans and evil Central Americans who are doing all these crimes. Why is that?
Can I reply?
Yeah,
I'm not speaking.
Go ahead.
When someone stops, that means that's your time to go, young man.
Well, you obviously didn't hear the whole podcast because I mentioned it. I brought it up. I have brought up how Mexicans, Native Americans, they're all cursed people, just like black people. I mentioned it.
That's not what I asked you, young man. The question that I asked you was, if there are all these crimes happening in the Latino community where you live in California, why is it that there is no content on your YouTube channel addressing those issues?
I already answered. I answered that question. Because Mexicans don't have, or Latins don't have a movement called Latin Lives Matter, getting millions of every NBA player wearing it on their TV when it's all phony and lies. I'm supposed to act like this lies is real when it's not. I know you people are in like false realities and little delusional worlds and stuff, but I live in reality, and in reality we call out BS. That's why.
Young man, you just said that you're calling out truth. You're talking about the evil in society. So why is it that you are not making videos about the evil that is being perpetrated in the Latino community and destroying, from what you're saying, destroying California? I would think that that's something very important that needs to be addressed, that people need to know about. Because I didn't know this.
You're just wasting time because I already answered it like 3 times. It's just
All right, all right.
Okay,
Truth,
moving
truth,
right
truth,
along.
truth, truth,
Next.
truth, truth. No, no, no. Hold on, truth. I gotta. There's other people behind you, but I'm gonna just put you in the background. All right. Um, dope legger. Listen, your stuff is not connected, so I can't put you. I can't put you on the. I can't put you on the thing. The next one we got is Melanated Night. Melanated Night, you're on with Rich and Radical. What's up?
Hey, what's up? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we could hear you. Rich, can you hear him?
yeah, I can hear you.
Um, First of all, uh, you said don't address. Do I need to address him or what?
No,
I'm
just
just
tell us what you thought about the debate, who you think won, and why. And if you want to say anything to me or Rich, you could go and say it.
well. First of all, you won because all that, the response to a lot of the questions Radical was throwing at you, you didn't answer them, and then like you had some very foul statements to say about the community. Black community is no different than the Hispanic community. It's like radicals say plenty of time. We got our good, we got our bad, and we got people in between. And the fact that like a lot of people like to say the out of wedlock marriages or the out of wedlock kids or the even a crime, you're telling me that that don't happen in yours? And it has for the white supremacy thing. Black people, I don't know how many times this has to be repeated. We don't hate white people. We don't like the system that they placed on us. Not every white person is a white supremacist, but if you follow that line of logic, then that's what we don't like. But everybody assumes that we hate white people. And there's also a reason for that. But you're overlooking. And instead of you like hitting on the points, and instead of you researching stuff and knowing what you're talking about, you're just coming off as Antonio, if anything worse, because you just said a whole full statement. We are no violent, no less violent than you are. What about the cartels killing people? Just like gang members are killing people out here. You got gang members out here on your side. We got them on our side. They killing people. Then you got the cartel in your own in Mexico doing it. That don't make no sense. Like you ain't doing it too.
Rich, you wanna I'm sorry, Melanated Night.
No,
Rich,
go
do
ahead.
you wanna respond to what Melanated Night is saying? And wait, but before you respond, by the way, I'm going one by one, so just stay in the background. If anybody wants to come in, just come in, click the link, do whatever, just stay in the background because I'm gonna go one by one. All right, guys. So Rich, do you want to respond to Melanated Night?
Well, if you believe anything Melanated Night just said is because you're a delusional person living in a false reality. If you believe that black people and Latins are this in America, at least I'm talking America, are the same. If Latins are as aggressive as black people are, then you obviously are a liar. You hate the truth because once again he keeps bringing it up. What about the cartels? What about this? I already mentioned that. That's in Mexico, and Mexicans don't have a movement, a organization that's a scam, getting billions of dollars donated to them by celebrities. They're not on TV crying. Every sports team wearing their shirts over lies too. That's why I don't talk about the stuff that Latin people do because yeah, there's violence or whatever here and there, but for the most part, Mexicans don't complain. They just work hard. They don't hate white people, cry and complain and attack innocent people and record it. And they're just, if you really believe that Latins and black people are the same, you're just a delusional person. That's all I can tell you.
Some people would say maybe if you are actually in Latin circles, maybe you will hear some other those Latin people talk about white supremacy. Because when we talk about white supremacy, we're not talking about white people. We're talking about the system that white supremacy is putting us on. We're just calling it for what it is. And it seems that you are scared enough to not call it racism. You call it right and wrong, you know, and that's the reason why you have, I believe, that diluted mentality. You know what I'm saying? Melanated Knight, you wanna respond to what Rich is saying? Oh, well, he left. We still got Truth Teacher in the back. Wait, we still got Truth Teacher in the back. Truth, you're back on. You want to say anything to us, Rich, or what?
You won't see Mexicans attack.
I'm sorry. I don't see Mexicans in what?
You won't see Mexicans for the most part attacking innocent old black people just trying to make a living, recording it, intentionally doing it, and then saying,
yes, you do. There's plenty of videos of Mexicans attacking black folks, plenty of videos of Mexicans attacking other Mexicans, even the street vendors. There's nothing new. So the fact that you only point out one point, or the fact that you only point out one group of people is the reason why people like me call you a white supremacist. But Truth Teacher,
talk over me, but
you want to say something?
You're the one. You're the only person of black people making them the innocent angels. Not.
Okay, you know what, dude? Part of me asks the question: why the fuck are you even dealing with somebody this brain dead? But on the other hand, yeah, you.
Who, me? No, because but, I want. Wait, let me just answer that real quick.
Go ahead.
I want to show people how to handle these type of people, even inside our own community.
Well, that's what I was about to say. I understand why you did it.
Give me one. Oh, okay. Oh, Jesus, about time. All right, Truth. Just hold that thought for 1 second, because Dope Lagger finally got on, and I want to put him on. Okay.
All right. Go ahead.
Hold that thought for 1 second. I'm sorry. Dope Lagger, you're on with Radical and Rich. What's up?
What up?
What's going on? So, you got anything to say about the debate? Anything that you think, like any idea who won? Who you want to talk to? Me or Rich, or what's up?
The debate was, I mean, I don't see no clear winner in it, but I have to agree to a certain extent with Rich on some points, but the way he puts it out, like, I don't think he's wording it the correct way.
Finally, a truthful person.
No, it's fine. It's fine. No, that's what's up. Like, what kind of things do you agree with him about?
Like crime statistics. What else?
What kind of crime statistics?
Like 13% committing almost half of the violent things. You know,
that's not true. I just exposed that. That's not true.
And like the existence of
I just exposed that wasn't true. So how come you're saying a lie?
It's not a lie.
It's right here. This is the FBI stats. That's what you guys like to say a lot, right? About FBI stats right here. Whites commit more crime than blacks. So how come you're saying a lie, sir?
It's not a lie because they're the majority.
I have the proof right here, sir. How come you're saying a lie? Whites commit 199,000 and blacks only commit 187,000. So how come you're saying a lie, sir?
It's not a lie.
It's not a lie. You don't want to admit it. It's all right. It's fine.
No. And like things like, for example, college. You can get easier into an elite college just by being a minority. You know what I mean? So
you can what?
Not so extreme. Yeah, you can get easy.
Let him talk. I want everybody to talk.
I didn't hear what he said. That's why I asked. What the hell is he saying?
He said you
can get into college with what?
By being a minority, you get easier into college.
Oh my God! Listen, young man, let me educate you on something. You cannot get into college just because of the color of your skin. You have to be able to have the grades to get in there, okay? You cannot go to Yale or shut up. You cannot get into Yale or Harvard just because of the color of your skin. And even if you do get in there, if you do not have the knowledge and the discipline, you will drop out. You will fail all of your classes. You will not be able to stay there. So just the fact of being, shut up.
There you
So
go,
just
guys.
because,
Just chill out.
just because you get into an institution doesn't mean that you will be able to stay there if that were the case. Now, when it comes to Ivy League schools, the ones who get in there without having to have any merit whatsoever are the children of the alumni. It's called legacy.
Oh,
It
Truth,
means that
Truth, you got 30 seconds. You got 30 seconds. Go ahead.
it means that the fact that your parent went to that institution, you're able to get in there even if you have no qualifications. And the majority of the people who fall under that category are white. So miss me with that bullshit, please.
All right.
Latino.
I want to have Maximilian Gonzalez talk, and then Andrew
Dumb
goes next.
fucks.
Bro, just relax. Just mute yourself. Maximilian Gonzalez, what's up? You're with Rich and Radical. Tell us what you think about the debate. Who you think won? Which one is what do you want to tell me or Rich or whatever?
Hello?
Sorry, I think you're muted yourself. What's up?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you. Can everybody hear him?
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear him.
All right, cool.
Okay. Hey, man, how's it going, Radical, man? I'm a
What's up?
fan of yours. I listen to Rich Pneuma also, man, and man, I thought this guy would probably come a little bit more prepared for this. It was pretty much a bloodbath, man. Well, look, I agree with you in a lot of stuff that you say, and I think the point that Pneuma is trying to make here. Now, I'm not defending him or anything like that. When it comes to the whole political BS that's going on between the left and the right, is that there are points that both political on the both sides, left and right, they're both of them make valid points, but at the same time, they're both exaggerating. Like this whole BLM movement, they're taking something like racism, and they're magnifying it beyond what it really is.
Right.
And I think, if anything, I think BLM is just making black people look bad, really.
Well, in reality, BLM doesn't represent black folks. To be completely honest, the majority of people in BLM are all white. I don't know where Rich went. I think he left.
Who cares?
I don't know where Rich is. Rich, if you're hearing this, come back. I don't know why you left, but continue. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Continue.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I actually was I was around one of those protests, and the majority of the people were white people. There was a lot of Latinos there too, and I did see some white. I mean, I did see some black people, but yeah, the majority was definitely more white people, and I mean, you just got to question that, you know. Now, the looters, what they show on TV is they show mostly black people, but I mean, again, we're gonna go back to the mainstream media, you know, and who and which side is showing it. You know, if you're gonna go to Fox News, you're gonna see them focus more on black people. If you're gonna go to any kind of democratic or liberal media, you're gonna see them focus more on white supremacy. Yeah. So I mean, it's a mess. It's a mess, man, and it's confused. To be fair, man, I'm not taking sides or anything like that, but they are magnifying a lot of points from both sides. They're magnifying and they're confusing the fuck out of a lot of people, man. It just seems like they want everybody to go at each other, you know.
You know, I totally agree with you on that point. I do see that there is a lot of division that they're trying to cause. I do feel like the left has gone, you know, really overboard on certain things, but I also see it on the right. And the thing is, this is the reason why I always say, don't listen to the media. You know, there's a reason why now other forms of media, like myself and all these other people, either on YouTube or on podcasts or whatever the case is, are saying and coming out with, you know, the certain parts of truth that is coming out. But you're absolutely right. I wanna real quick, I want to talk to Andrew. I don't know where Rich is at. I don't know. Maybe he left and couldn't handle it. I don't know what's going on. But
Who
Andrew,
cares?
Andrew, Andrew, what do you think about the debate? Who you think won? I can't ask you to talk to Rich, but who you think won?
Yes.
Who you think is you know, the victor in this, and what thoughts you want to give?
All right. First of all, shout out to everybody in the room. Shout out to Radical. You know what I'm saying? Good show, by the way.
Thank you.
No doubt. Well, I'll tell you what, man. I'm just gonna keep it a buck, keep it 100, right? There's certain things that he said does hit to heart because I'm a black person myself. But at the same time, I'm looking at it and I'm like, there's some things that we need to correct on ourselves. But at the same time, I understand certain things that he's saying, but the message behind what he's saying sounds like it's more of an attack. Like he's attacking black folks.
Yeah.
So it doesn't sound like he's trying to
help
put out something that's very logical to where, okay, it's like, for instance, if you have a child and your child is misbehaving, right? What are you going to do? You're going to, you know, tell your child, hey, don't do that, because if you do this, this is what could happen. That's what you're supposed to do as a parent. But there's some parents out there that will use forceful behavior and say, hey, don't you do that, you motherfucker.
Yeah.
There's certain ways on how you're supposed to channel your energy. So when he's putting that rhetoric out there, it sounds more like your Antonios, like brother, what's his name was saying, I'm sorry, Truth Teacher was saying. It sounds like Antonio Batista.
Yeah.
But as far as the debate goes, it's really disappointing because I wanted him to actually answer the questions of what you were saying. Because I was just wondering what he had to say. You know what I'm saying? I was just curious.
Yeah, the thing about it is that when you start talking to these type of people, when you start talking and breaking down their viewpoint, because this is a lesson not for me but for everybody else. When you start breaking down people's viewpoints and showing them proof, look how easy and how fast people will run away and start dodging questions.
Can I say?
He said about the black crime. Yeah. I showed a stat. He doesn't want to believe it. Somebody else came here saying about the black crime. I showed the stat, disproving that, and they still don't want to believe it. That's fine.
Can I just add on to that too?
Go ahead.
What you're saying with black crimes? He's perfectly right on what he says. Chicago is a fucking mess. I mean, we gotta really admit it.
Yeah, but are we gonna?
Crime is crazy.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. But that's the only thing that people could pick on in Chicago. All people in Chicago don't represent all black people.
That's
so
true. That's
you know what I'm saying. That's
absolutely true.
Listen, Chicago is literally a misnomer. Yes, stuff in Chicago. Yes, it does happen. I'm not denying that. But let's be honest. Every city in the country is not a Chicago. Let's keep it real.
I just want to add on to the Black Lives Matter that he was talking about with Black Lives Matter.
Okay, go ahead.
I just want to say this, right? I've also said in my content, right? Because to be quite honest with you, I have conservative values and conservative ways to myself, but I'm also an independent free thinker. You get what I'm saying? So there's a lot of things on the left that I'm like, okay, I get it. I understand it. And there's a lot of things on the right. I'm like, I get it. I understand it. Business equals opportunities for everybody to actually have an opportunity to grow their own business. I get that point. But also, I just think that there's a huge, this is all with politics too, man. I think it's just a huge confusion because now you have younger generation of kids that are doing things totally different from, you know, probably Generation X and the baby boomers, right?
Yeah,
so
hold on. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get Rich back on. I don't know what's going on.
Fuck him. Can I speak with Andrew? Because I've never actually had a chance to speak with him. You know.
Go ahead, but I want everybody.
Um,
I want other people to speak. So when you guys are done, I
yeah,
want
yeah.
the
No, no
bottom to
problem,
speak.
no problem. And I apologize for blowing up, but I'm just really angry because I should have been studying and I took time out to listen to this clusterfuck. But anyway, Andrew, nice to meet you and finally
Nice to
speak
meet
to
you
you
too, bro.
person to person.
All right, nice to meet you too.
Um, here's the thing that a lot of people just fail to realize in general, right? We are all human beings, for better or for worse.
Facts.
We have a duality to our nature. We have a dark side and we have a light side. And whichever side gets fed the most energy is what becomes dominant. Now, anywhere you go in the world, and throughout all periods of time, we see the same thing. When you put human beings in certain situations, you get certain results. When human beings are in a system where they are not allowed the self-determination to maximize their full potential, you're going to have massive dysfunction. The problem with the educational system here when it comes to history, we do not teach history the right way. If you go back and you look at this country, if you want to talk about lawlessness, crime, when the immigrants were coming over here in the late 19th century, early 20th century, and you look in their communities, crime was off the hook. Everybody listening to us right now should go out and get the book The Jungle by, I think his name was Upton Sinclair, but Google it, The Jungle. It talks about the experience. It's a novel, but it's based on the experiences of Eastern European immigrants coming to America and what they had to go through, and how
truth. You got 30 seconds.
And how it broke them down. So anywhere you go in so you see all this crime happening in the black community, there's a reason why. You go to Africa and you look at this crime statistics, murder statistics, it's the lowest in the world. Before the Native Americans were taken over, you didn't have these problems. So when you look at Native communities and African American communities here in the United States,
yeah, but that's also
that's
also due to mainstream media, the massive mainstream media of what they're putting out on TV for influencing young girls. Like for instance, Cardi B. I'm gonna use that as an example, and then you got Megan Thee Stallion. Real talk. Now we got to be honest here. The type of music and also that WAP video. I'm pretty sure a lot of you men saw that WAP video, right?
I don't know what you're talking about.
But y'all heard the lyrics to that song, right? Now,
yeah.
just imagine, right? You got a 5-year-old little girl in the house.
You're absolutely right. Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. You're absolutely right.
Exactly. They're looking up to people like Megan Thee Stallion. These women, okay, let me tell you something. They don't have Rosa Parks. They don't have all those leaders that we had in the past. These women have Cardi B and they have Megan Thee Stallion to look up to.
I know.
So, and especially with black women. And I'm black. I see it all the time in my community. I see it outside the community.
Bro, you got 30 seconds.
Okay, I'm just gonna keep it quick. Basically, when you show this type of stuff on mainstream media, it's not for people like us, like our age, because we know we can separate the bullshit. But the truth of the matter is, they're targeting for kids.
All right, time.
Yeah.
I want Melanated and Maximilian Gonzalez to go, but Rich right now is back. But Maximilian, what you got to add to this conversation? Or you want to talk to Rich because I don't think you had a chance to talk to Rich, right?
Well, let me ask you this question. Those stats that I was reading one of your comments there. One of somebody mentioned there, and it's a really good question. Those stats that you were reading earlier, what source is that? Is that a conservative?
Wait, hold on. The stats for the crime?
Yeah, whatever stats you were giving. Yeah, I think you were giving about the crimes.
The crime stats I got from the FBI website. Everybody likes to mention FBI stats, FBI stats, FBI stats. I went to the FBI website. You guys could go find that out on your own. Also, I will even put it down on the comment section so you guys could look at it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, because I noticed you gave some other sources too besides the FBI. But okay.
Yeah, I know, but what other sources were you referring to?
I think there was one that was rolling out, something like that.
Wait, I think I know which one you're talking about. Hold on. Wait, about more was it white dropouts or something? Oh, there it goes. Average white high school dropouts earn more than black college graduates.
Yeah, so the question I saw somebody mention there on your chat, and I think it's a good question, is that it's important to know what the source is. I mean, where is it coming from? Is it a leftist or is it a conservative source? Because obviously, if it's conservative, then you're going to have everything leaning to the right. If it's liberal,
you're right. You're absolutely right. The thing is the fact that it's even here and it's a study. It's not like something that they made up. It's actually a study. If you read the article, it tells you how they conducted everything. It's actually a study. It's very hard to just say, oh, it's left leaning or it's right leaning. It's actually something that was studied and they put it out on the article. So I understand where you're coming. I'm not trying to bend over to like, oh, this is I'm getting like unreliable sources, but I am, putting these out because this was actually something that you could actually look up and track. You know what I mean? I actually put the crime data right there on the chat so people could go check that out. That actually came from the FBI website. So do you wanna tell anything? You want to talk to Rich about anything?
Hey Rich, are you there? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Rich? Hey man, how's it going, dude? Hey, you rap pretty good, man. I'm not gonna take that away from you, man. But the point that you were trying to make earlier, as far as racism not existing, I really beg to differ, man. I think the word racism it does exist, and I think I know why you're trying to say that it doesn't exist, because I think it's been played out by the left so many times.
Mm-hmm.
They use it that they just completely just they play it out, because they're overusing it. So a lot of people have come to really dismiss it every time somebody says anything about racism, but it does exist.
Yeah.
But again, we go back to the politicians. The politicians are of certain statistics, and because November's right around the corner. Everybody wants the black vote. This is what they're fighting for right now. So everybody's catering to African American communities. It's a tug of war. The conservatives want to, the left wants to, and they put them on a pedestal too. I mean, they're only doing harm to them. Now, not to say now. With that said, it does exist, but at the same time, we got to look at certain things that in society.
Okay,
30 seconds. There are a lot of opportunities for a lot of people out here, not just for a particular group. Not to say that it doesn't exist. About institutionalized racism, that's a hard one, man. I don't know how you can go ahead and prove that one 100%.
Got anything to answer, Rich? You got anything to answer to that?
Yeah, I do. Let me respond to that. Racism does not exist whatsoever. Only good and evil. Godless people like Truth Teacher use tricky words like racism because they're indoctrinated by college and they're really demoralized through college, and they think they know anything, but they don't. They use tricky words like racism and this and that.
I never said anything about racism.
Right?
I got a question.
Wait, hold on. Truth, I'm gonna stay on because I'm gonna put you in the background because I'm gonna put somebody else on. I got two people waiting. Okay.
I had a question. For Rich.
Go ahead. Ask your question, bro.
Hey, Rich. Quick question, bro. You said racism doesn't exist, right?
Nope.
It's only good and evil, right?
Yep.
So what do you think racism is?
Racism a made up word by people like you who are truly
Man.
evil at heart.
Racism is evil,
So
bro.
let me
'Cause
explain,
you
yo. Quit
said
cutting
there's
me off.
only good and evil, right?
People tend to do that. Let me just explain, and
Okay.
you could talk. People like you and Truth Teacher who are wicked at heart use tricky words like racism to feel clearly superior. Let me call this person racist, even though I'm myself an angry, hateful, evil person. It's only good and evil. Call it evil. If a white person discriminates
But
against a black,
I just
Hello.
touches them,
Puma, I
of the
just
skin
said
and
that though. Because we said racism, right? You
say
said it doesn't
evil.
exist. But you
Stop
said
saying
racism is evil.
racist. Call it evil. Say evil.
Okay.
Stop.
So all right, but it's the same thing.
No, say evil. Stop using
No, because
racism.
there's people that could be evil and people that could be racist.
You people
It's two
say
different things.
like racism
So
to stray away from the fact that we're in a spiritual battle that's good versus evil, and you people are most of you
no, we
people
are.
support
I totally agree. But why do you always say you people though? Is it
all you
like
people.
we all think the same? Everybody has a different mindset, bro. You can't just say all you people, bro. Like you gotta be careful with certain tones that you say, because then people will obviously think you are racist.
Nah, racism doesn't exist. Only love versus hate, right versus wrong, good versus evil.
All right, Andrew, just hold that thought for 1 second. I got Fox right now. Fox, what's up, bro?
Hey,
Who you,
Can you hear me?
yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you. Who you think won? You got anything to say to me or Rich, or what do you think about the whole debate?
You won. His argument was idiotic.
Okay.
Now, the only thing I wanted to add was one simple thing, and that's it.
Yeah. Go ahead.
You can't have racism without discrimination, but you can have discrimination without racism.
Rich, do you want to answer that?
Like I said, the biggest problem in the black community is fatherless homes. Point blank. Period. It starts at home. Period. All that other stuff is just babbling nonsense. You people are evil. You need Jesus. That's what
So you
need.
don't think the Hispanic community ain't the same?
There's a lot of fatherless homes in the Hispanic community, bro.
Shit, you ever been to the Bronx? I live out there. I see a
we're
lot
not-
of fatherless Hispanic men that's not in a household.
I'm
Hispanic-
gonna give me a minute. I got somebody else. I got Kiara on the line. Kiara, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, cool. I'm gonna let Kiara go first, and then I'm gonna have Dope go second, and then I'm gonna have Melanated Knight go last. Kiara, who do you think won? What do you think about the debate? Anything you want to ask me or Rich? What's going on? What's up?
I don't feel like someone else said this. I forgot who it was. I think it was Melanated Night. But I don't think it was a debate. I feel like it was you were prepared and he was just like, okay, I'm just gonna come and say a lot of the same
Another
things over and over in a circle.
you lies out their mouth like always.
I'm sorry, what?
Relax, Rich. Chill out. Let her speak.
I'm sorry, well, no, what did you say?
He said
Lies.
another person lying out their mouth. But go ahead.
Okay,
Some black person.
I guess, bro, you don't even know my shade, so calm down,
Wow.
Poppy. Anyways,
Reaching.
yeah, I feel like it wasn't really a proper debate. I feel like it was just one person saying facts and another person just repeating and going in circles.
Why God says women should shut up in front of men.
I'm sure that's what's in the class, but you know
wow.
what? God isn't present right now, so shut up.
oh my god.
Anything you want to ask Rich about his ideologies? Anything you want to say? Any statement?
Not anything I want to say, just one thing I want to point out. Like, you don't really ever have anything to back up what you say. Like, you just say pointed things, and it's like you wait on people to get angry so that it's like it looks like you can just start fights with people. So what you say, sure, maybe if some of the things you said held some weight or held some water, you'd be able to get away with saying that. But you just say pointed things that are very offensive to people, and then you just wait for them to get so angry, and you say, look, there they're going again, look, you angry black people, and it works
Facts.
because
Can I respond?
people do that. Go ahead.
Let her speak first.
All right,
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, he could respond. Like, I was just pointing out, like, that's what I noticed that you do. You just say really pointed, sharp things at people, and you wait for them to just get so angry that they just want to argue with you back and forth.
So anything you want to respond to Kiara, Rich?
Oh no, definitely. Definitely. It's not fatherless homes. It's not the lack of character and just being godless people. It's white people. It's white supremacy. Definitely, no doubt.
Wait, I didn't say anything about that though.
Yeah, he's I think he has nothing to say, so he's trolling. But Kiara,
Oh.
I'm gonna put you out, and I'm gonna have Dope Lagger
Hey,
come in.
Radical.
What's up?
Hey, Rich, I just got one more thing to say. I don't know, maybe you can answer this
Make
too.
it quick, bro, because
I'll make it real quick. But Rich, how you a rapper, but you always talking bad on black people?
Because black people didn't create rap. They don't own shit. They don't own rap. I hate to break it to you.
Well, Latin people don't own rap either, so
Okay,
So that's
Hey,
the
so what about
difference.
rock and roll, and jazz?
My gift, I'm better than any
What
black
about
rapper.
heavy metal?
oh, okay, he's gonna troll. Let me go to Dope. Let me go to Dope. Dope. You got anything else to say?
Always bring that up.
yeah, I'm just gonna say, Rich Numa, like the way he puts his point across is not a good way to do it, and he needs to be
These people
like
are
not
evil.
insulting, but he does a good. He has some points though, and I just want to say, you should definitely try to debate OG Del Rancho. You know who I'm talking about, because I think he's more informed. You know,
Wait. Who? Me or Rich?
you.
Me?
Yeah.
We were having talks. We were having talks. I think on his side there's a lot of technical difficulties, but whatever.
Yeah, he
So
would give you a better
yeah. He's a
timeline and
he.
stuff.
I like how he conducts a conversation. I really do. Anything else you wanna tell Rich? Anything else you want? Oh, any statement you want to say?
No, I agree with some of his points. It's just the way he brings it across.
Got
That's
it.
the only issue.
Gotcha. Thank you very much.
But
Facts.
Melanated Knight, you're up, and then I'm gonna have the new person that just came in. Melanated Knight, what's up, bro?
Hey, yeah, sorry, I booted myself out last.
Nah, don't
No,
worry. Nah, don't worry about it. Any statement you wanna put out? Any statement you wanna say?
I'm getting to the point where like everything we do is just under a damn microscope. Like we ain't perfect. Black
Facts.
people are far from perfect. Nobody said we was, but like it irritates me that I have to even explain what the fuck a Black Lives Matter means.
Yeah,
I'm not even talking about the organ. I agree with Andrew. I don't trust the organization, but some of these people don't know better, so they just gonna go with. They think it's legit. But when I'm
got
saying the
it.
words Black Lives Matter, I mean Black Lives Matter. And the fact that you got another community that's basically parallel to us telling us you're evil. You don't you guys aren't worthy of this. You
No, wait.
go
Let's get it
home.
clear. Wait. Melanated Knight, let's get it clear.
Yeah.
Our community is not saying this. This individual that represents our community wrong is saying this because to him
Yeah.
he's an American. So let's keep it
Yeah.
real.
My bad, I misspoke. I
It's all
got a
good.
little heated. But like he's literally telling me that we mirror each other, yet we're evil. And this is like frustration that I have that people will automatically think black people are complaining, that black people are making shit up. And it's like, when are we gonna get a break? Like when we finally got the evidence in our face, everybody's still thinking, oh well, y'all know how racism is played out. It's not played out. It's
You got
just
30
now that
seconds.
you guys, everybody want to open their eyes to it now, even though you've been seeing it. So I mean, I just stop being a hypocrite. But go ahead. I'm out.
You got anything to say to Melanated Knight, Rich?
All I heard was a crybaby, womanly person, but most of them are because they're fatherless. And he lacks love. He needs love that he didn't get from his parents, and he's trying to blame it on racism and white people. He needs a hug.
Okay. I'm the I don't know how to pronounce that. You're on with Radical and Rich. anything you wanna add to the conversation? Who you think won? What do you think about this debate? Anything you want to tell me or Rich or anything? What's up?
Yeah, so I think that what this debate demonstrates is that when you're talking to people, you have to have facts to basically go back with your arguments. Otherwise, you're just making religious statements. You have to make statements that are either true or false. A lot of the times, the radical Latino, you make statements, you actually use facts. So, but then Rich comes back and says, "Oh, well, this, or all you people, or this." He's not making any type of factual statement. He's not trying to make a religious statement. He's just talking. So that's why I'm saying that if you make a religious statement, all religious statements, they're not true or false by definition. They're called non-falsifiable statements. If you're going to make a non-falsifiable statement, then that means once you said that, oh, I believe this, I believe that all black people, whatever, all Hispanics, whatever. Once you said that, and you say there's no amount of evidence you can do to change my mind, you made a religious statement. It's like saying I believe Jesus is the Son of God. That's the end. You can never change my mind. Therefore, it's not true or false. It's not empirical. It's not scientific. So that ends the debate right there, because there's nothing I can argue against you. I can't give you any evidence, any proof to change your mind, to convince you otherwise. So I think that's the problem with him. Andy Baptista, he does the same thing. He makes certain statements he just try to use facts. Most of the stuff he says, though, is not facts. It's just religious statements. He's just giving his religion. And that's okay if people who also agree with his religion want to join him. But for everyone else, it's like there's no need of even debating them, because you can never change their mind.
Got it. Rich, you wanna what do you got to say about that?
I'm not trying to change nobody's mind or to convince anybody to turn to Jesus, or trying to convince anybody of anything. Everything I said is truthful. I'm smarter than every person here in this chat, without a doubt in my mind. The fact that none of you evil, deceiving people have mentioned black people in fatherless homes shows that you people have been catered to by white people for too long. They've done everything they can for you people. Nothing will ever satisfy you people. You need fathers. That's what you need. But hey, I'm not here to convince you. That's all.
So and the thing goes back to what I was saying earlier. What's the whole point of talking about fathers in the home? Is that because two parents in the home is gonna make black people not commit crime or whatever the case is? Is that why you're saying it? And I think previously you said yes, and I even showed you serial killers with beautiful families and beautiful childhood. So that right there is a false statement. But if that's the case about fatherless homes, how come Rich, I'm talking to you now. How come millions of white people who are poor living in trailer parks, mother and dad, what's their excuse?
I never said that people who live in two-parent homes like white people won't do crime. You put words in my mouth and you jump the gun, because that's what you people do. You can never tell the truth. My point is that all these pathetic, weak, pathetic, womanly crying black people that you see lying about racism that they never experienced in America, they lack love. They that void they feel, that they think they're accepted, everybody's judging them, white people are out to get them. That's because they're that way. They judge everybody, they hate everybody, they're envious of everybody. So that guilt of being that way makes them think other people are that way. White people don't care
So
about
I
you
have
people.
a
They've done everything they
question.
can. What do you want? Radical Latino, before I let the next person talk, can I ask you a question? And I sincerely can I ask you a question?
Go ahead, bro.
What do you people want from white people? What will it take from white people to prove that racism doesn't exist?
You keep on saying white people. Do you think when I say white supremacy, I'm talking about all white people?
What would make all you pathetic crybabies just shut up already?
I'm asking you. Wait, I'm asking you a question. Hold on. When I say white supremacy, are you telling me that you think that I'm talking about all white people?
Nick, can I? Okay, not white people. I'm talking about supremacy, racism, this illusion that you make that doesn't. What would it take?
First of all, let me define what white supremacy is. It's a group of people who are classified or classifying as white, who dominate, control, and mistreat groups of people who are non-white. That's basically been the definition from the start. You do have token black people in token positions placed by white supremacy who do their bidding, who don't do nothing for black folks, and they get pointed at. See, we're not racist. We got somebody right here. Look, we're not racist. We got a Sheriff Clark. See, we're not racist. We just hired a Jesse Lee Peterson and or Omarosa, and these so happen to become the people who represent the black community, and then they start actually becoming the type of people who actually go against the black community. Now, when you talk about what do I want from white people, I don't want nothing from white people. I want the system of white supremacy to be dismantled and replace this system with a system of justice. That's what I want. I want this system of white supremacy to stop judging black and Latin people as all criminals, like stop and frisk or the law in California, the gang laws. I want these people who control white supremacy to not discriminate you when you go inside a job based on what you look. This is something you even said. So this is what I'm talking about, dismantling the system. That's what I want. What about it? What about it is me being crybaby? What about it am I not understanding and you not understanding? Which one is it?
Respond.
Go ahead, bro.
Everything you just said was nonsense. You can't point to, you're saying the system because in your mind you can't point out who's literally the races in this quote unquote system, because it's all lies. You people, this is the reason why black people will stay in the projects living off welfare and food stamps, because people like you.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait. You said wait. Hold on. You said welfare?
Oh wow.
Wait. I like that.
I guess everybody's on food stamps here, huh?
I like this. Oh man, this is so cool. You should have never said that.
Oh wow.
Can somebody
wait before you
can somebody please read this to me? Please.
Oh, wow. Hey, let me respond.
No, somebody please read this to me and then you respond.
Do you know the food stamps capital in the U.S. is a town that is 99% white?
Well, they're majority of the country, right?
Wow, would you look at that? So now, there's this place called a place in Kentucky that actually Ellsworth County. Anyway, there's a place in Kentucky that's actually 99% white who's on food stamps. So what are you talking about? How about you talk about those people, those white people who are in food stamps? Are you going to say that's fake news also?
Can I respond?
Go ahead.
Because you black people tend to have you can't control your emotions. You're like women, most of y'all, because you're fatherless.
Oh wow!
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Yo, let me get some boxing gloves real quick.
Go ahead, respond to me, and then I'm gonna have Kiara go, and then I'm gonna have somebody come back in.
I knew you were gonna say that. Like I was saying again, white people have bent over backwards, got on their knees, shined these crybaby shoes. They've given affirmative action, discriminated against whites and Asians who are smarter than these people who can't pass a test. They've given food stamps, Section 8, a black president. The black man got to vote before the woman. What do you people want? Like you're complaining, you're angry, and you think this anger is towards the system, white people, this, that. It's not. It's towards your mother who ran your father away.
That's Jesse Lee Peterson talking points. Kiara, you could go ask Rich the question that you want to ask.
Okay, I have a
definitely JLP.
For Rich, do you understand like how black people and minorities altogether have really been run down by this country? Like, do you actually get it? For you to have this much hatred in your heart?
Check homes, every commercial on TV, murals, and teaching to hate this country from the jump. That's what call run down.
I'm not talking.
Qualify. That's what you call run down. Living off of welfare checks and social security checks, not having a job in 15 years, but hey, you're living perfectly off the government. That's what you call struggle. Wow, sign me up.
Okay, you didn't answer my question though.
What's your question again? My fault.
Do you understand how the system of this country is directly affecting how minorities evolve in this country? Do you get it?
No, there's no system holding nobody back. You people are lazy, entitled. You don't want.
And you see, The manifesto that you preach really shows me that you don't understand exactly what it is you hate, because you listen to people
You got
who don't even understand it themselves.
who?
I say you listen to people who
Wow.
don't even understand it themselves.
Who do I listen to?
Jesse Lee Peterson, a bunch of right wing conservatives, Antonio. I could go down
You
the list if you want me to. You listen to people from the Ralph Report. You listen to that Jewish dude, Ben Shapiro. So you know who you listen to, bro.
Hey,
For
let me
example,
say this.
Jesse Lee Peterson, I only know a little bit about him, but from what I know, he is a man who grew up on a plantation right when Jim Crow was ending, and he was fine with that. And he's fine with people coming to him and be like, hey, go back to the plantation. Like, if you know how bad plantations were, then you will understand why that's a fucking problem. If you understand how
I was the
Chinese people actually,
I
no,
was
hang on. If you understand how Chinese people actually got to this country and got to a place where now they're like the model minority after being hunted down like dogs for decades, then you'll understand why you never see a Chinese person committing murder on the 10 o'clock news. Okay. If you understand that when Italians and Irish people got here, they were treated and called white niggers, then you'll understand why it is that they have worked hard to make sure that they became white in their new persona of this country. Okay. You look at these people and you're like, well,
30
black
seconds.
people are the worst. Black people are the worst, but you clearly don't know the history of how all these other minorities or people who are considered minorities before move from that persona of being minorities. And I think you should fucking teach yourself and learn about that history, because that's really important to know before you start spewing the hatred that you spew.
Anything to respond to that, and then
Can I,
I'm gonna let Issa go
Can I
next.
just say one thing? Why does he think that every black person's on food stamps though?
can I respond to that before?
Go ahead, respond to both, bro. Go ahead.
I'll respond to that. It's crazy how a person who's basically never really dealt with any struggle in their entire life is more emotional about Jim Crow than the people who actually went through it. Isn't that like mind blowing? That's the black community for you these days. They think their anger is righteous, but they're just evil, godless people.
Do
And
you
as far as
understand that
black
black
people,
people are
Wait, wait,
still
wait, wait, wait,
facing
wait.
problems
Let him
from
go.
Jim Crow? Do
Wait.
you
Kiara,
get that?
Hold on.
Hold on. Let him speak. Let him
Let him
speak.
speak, and
No,
then
you
let
don't
him
get that
let
because you
him.
dropped out of high school probably before you learned that lesson in history class.
All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Low blow. Low. Okay. No. That's no. Low blow.
I'm interested. Go ahead, Rich. Go
Low
ahead.
blow. Go, Rich. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro.
black people were never like this. Like back then, they had morals and they actually feared God. Most black people nowadays are evil. Her heart, everything she just said out of her mouth, it reveals her heart. Anybody who has a little sense can see that. I'm not trying to belittle you or degrade you. I just
Right.
know it's what she's been taught.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna throw a monkey wrench in there, right? And I'm gonna say I'm gonna sidely agree with you on that. Okay. Black people can be some evil motherfuckers, right? But so can white people. So can Latin people. So can Asian people. I'm pretty sure you've had the same type of hatred in your community too when you were dealing with the same type of individuals. So you got to look around, man. This system that we're in, okay, it's genetically by design. We didn't choose to be in this system. When you see people that are on welfare, on child support, homeless, they didn't choose that lifestyle. It was put there for them. The system got us in this propaganda. So I can understand exactly what you mean from a certain perspective, but at the same time, you're indirect. You're focusing too much on black people,
And let me
and
tell you why.
you're not looking at the
Wait.
system
Let him
that's
talk.
controlling a lot of black people to have these eruptive behaviors. You ever think to yourself why black people are so angry? Why are we so mad?
I know why.
Why is that?
I'm trying to tell you why. I'm trying to
Go ahead.
tell you people why. You say that we didn't choose to be in this system, and we didn't. Nobody told your mom to lay down with a dude that she didn't want to marry. She decided to open her legs and out of marriage, have sex, get raw dogged, and have
Okay,
a baby.
okay, hold on. I gotta cut you there for a second because you say out of marriage. Are you talking about my parents, or are you just talking about just because I'm black? So
No,
I just want to make sure. I just
no, no,
want to
no,
know
no.
what you mean by that. You talking about the whole entire black race are baby
Let me
making
let me
bastards?
let me finish my point because you're gonna distract me. Let me finish my point.
Okay.
I'm I'm talking about in general. Black people always say that we didn't choose to be here. Y'all came in slave ships and brought us in Africa. In reality, black people should be kissing white people's feet, thanking their thank and thanking their ancestors for the real struggle they went through. Because if it wasn't for them getting brought over here, you people would still be in Africa,
Damn.
Hey, but
Oh,
you
eating
know
mud.
what?
no.
You know what?
Wait,
I'd
wait,
rather
wait,
be
wait.
in Africa because guess what? My language was taken away from me. Okay.
Finish my point.
My ancestry's language was taken, their true essence was
That's
taken away from them, right? They were stripped away from them. Just like
a
the
lot.
way they eat was stripped away from them. Just
Oh,
like
let
the
me
women that
That's a
were
fact.
brought over here that were raped.
That's a fact.
Okay.
But Andrew, hold on. I want Issa to go.
let me
To
finish.
go now. Wait,
Bro.
Hold on. Hold on. I want Issa to go. Issa, you're right now with Radical and Rich. What's going on?
What up? What up? Okay.
Hey. Okay, first of all, before we say anything, who you think won? What do you think about the debate? And anything you want to say to Rich and me?
First of
Everything
all,
you do a lot all
Rich,
the
I would
time,
like to
bro.
speak. You had enough time to speak, sweetie. Now let me speak. You definitely clearly won. Rich, you didn't come over
People
to
are
speak. So I'm not
poor.
going to
White
sit here and argue with you. So
scum.
please be quiet. No, sweetie. Brad, can you just mute him? Thank you.
More.
Yeah. He's muted. Go ahead.
Okay. So, sweetie, like the two speakers before, I was going to speak my mind, but they already spoke for me. Thank you for you two, the ones who previously spoke. At the end of the day, what I need you to understand is maybe you should look up systematic racism. Maybe you should look up at the fact that this system that we have right now isn't designed for people like myself, African Americans, or any type of minority. It's a system that's making us fail. It's making us fail, giving us every type of roadblock that we cannot proceed to a next thing. In order for us to get an education, in order for us to get a fucking loan, we got to work our asses off to get the credit. Credit that honestly, depending on what your family status is, if you don't have, what's the word I want to say? Inherited property, inherited income, it is hard for somebody minority to get a loan. So that's all I got to say. And on top of that, I think you need to educate yourself because let's put it this way. The people that were brought over hundreds of years ago were fine where they were at. They were constructing civilizations, freaking more high tech and had more other level societies that more level, I would say like more level technology and better systems than we had in
You got
America.
30 seconds. 30 seconds.
So why don't you just educate yourself on what colonialism is in Africa? And then you'll understand that.
All right.
Because whatever white people have is what they took from us. So please, sweetie,
All right,
educate
cool. All right, cool. Thank you. Derek, do you wanna go now?
Sure. I came in on the tail end of this, but I have a question for Rich, if he's willing to listen and answer honestly and respectfully. How old are you, bro? Like seriously, because you have a lot of living to do,
I'm,
a lot more living to do.
I'm 21.
21.
Like that's
Okay,
something.
that explains it. I'm in my 30s, bro. You have a lot more living to do. You
Yeah.
are so misguided. It just doesn't make any sense. Excuse me? Speak up. Can't hear you. Hello?
I was.
I think he's listening to you. Go ahead, bro.
Okay, I'm just saying. Okay, basically, I just want to say that just open your mind and your heart, dude, because you too young to be talking like this.
You too young to be thinking like this. Like, I'm real hot right now, and this is just crazy. It's like I'm tired of hearing this shit, not only from you but from everybody else. This is too much. You need to learn, live, and love, and open your
Amen.
heart and your mind. That's all you have to do. And I'm not harping at you because I don't know you, but I'm just a little hot right now. I'm all tight, you know. But all I'm gonna say is, whoever hurt you, or whoever, whatever happened or traumatized you, work through that, let it go, and just open up and just put love in your heart for others. Don't be like that Antonio dude, please, because it's enough of that in this world. We're not going to move forward collectively together if we're going to keep continuing with this hate that's being spewed. It's old, outdated, tired through, and delayed. It got to go, and this shit needs to be
Facts.
eradicated now. That's all I got to say. Thank you, Radical.
Facts.
Yeah, not a problem, not a problem. I'm gonna have somebody else come in right now. Derek, you could still stay on. I'm gonna have I'm the plug-in, but Truth Teacher was actually quiet for this whole time. Truth, you got anything else to say on Rich and this a stream, and I mean debate? A truth teacher, yo.
No, let me.
Truth teacher, he's too busy putting cocoa butter. That's what it is.
He
Yo,
fell asleep.
fucking this motherfucker's old drinking his prune juice. Truth, you old fuck. Get on the. You muted me? No, I didn't mute you. What you talking about? There you go.
You
Now
had me on mute, you fucking idiot.
Okay, hey! Don't yell at me. Yell at Rich. No. But I'm sorry. Let me go.
Okay.
Anything you wanna add to this whole discussion? Anything you wanna ask?
Listen,
Rich.
I don't want to ask him shit, please. I'm not speaking with someone who's that low beneath my intellectual level.
But he's a kid, though, man.
Here, listen. I was 21 once upon a time. I wasn't that stupid. Okay? My God.
Back in the 70s.
Listen. No, it was in the 80s. I graduated 1986. Okay? Stop it.
Lies.
Anyway, listen. I grew up in a two-parent home. My mother was a serologist. She worked at Lincoln Hospital. My stepfather was a respiratory therapist. My father had his own limousine business. I come from a stable middle-class background. All right? Now, what I want everybody to really understand, when we're seeing people like this, Antonio, Kim, who else? Delusional Dominican Renaissance, and this individual that we have over here. This is, man, what we're seeing here is a manifestation of mental illness. These people are broken mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. There's an extremely deep deficit in their souls. You know, I think it's really interesting that all these people that come up here with this bullshit always want to profess being Christians. Listen, I was raised Catholic. I made my first communion in 1979. Then I became a born-again Christian. I know the Bible inside and out. And what the Bible says, you will know a tree by its fruits. And out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh.
Ooh.
What are the fruits that we're seeing from this person and people like him? Hatred. You remember the parable of the Good Samaritan? Okay, I'm going to make it really quick for people who don't know. Basically, in ancient Israel, there were two factions, right? You had the Jews who lived in southern part of the kingdom, and then you had the people who broke away from them because they had religious disagreements, and those were the Samaritans in the north. And these people hated each other. Now, in the parable that Jesus spoke, there was a Jew who was on his way somewhere and he got like robbed and beaten up. He's laying down on the roadside, all messed up. And everybody walked past him. All of his fellow Jews walked past him. But the person that picked him up, cleaned him up, took him to a hotel, and fed him was a Samaritan. And he made that parable to show that it's what's in your heart that counts, not your nationality or your race or your affiliation. In Corinthians, it talks about the need for love. It says you can have all of these spiritual gifts and all the knowledge in the world, but if you have no love in your heart, it means absolutely nothing. What are the Christian values that this young man is showing in all of these people? Absolutely nothing. You are completely immoral and debased. And you have the nerve to stand up here and call the name of God to justify your bullshit?
Can I respond?
You are a disgrace.
All right, Truth. Let Rich respond to what you said, and then I want Derek and I'm the plug to join back in, and I'm gonna have other people come back in. All right.
Hey, yo, I just want to say this, and I'm a bounce because it's clear you people are fatherless, womanly type people who can have a civil discussion.
Wait, don't.
I grew up with two parents.
Hey.
So did I.
Hey, Truth, I'm not gonna let him speak. But Rich, let two people speak before you leave, and then we could wrap this up. But answer what Truth is saying.
I don't have any answer for him. I met Jesus and came face to face with Jesus before I ever opened the Bible.
Oh wow, blaspheming!
Wait, hold on. When you came face to face with Jesus, was he white?
What he tell you?
Yeah, I like.
Can I talk?
Yeah, go ahead.
I came face to face with Jesus before I ever opened the Bible. That's just a book. God lives inside of me, inside of us, not in a book. And everything he said is just, okay. Anybody can quote scriptures and that.
So do you think God lives inside black people?
Bro, can I finish my point? Let me read this quote. There is a class of colored people who make a business of keeping the troubles, the wrongs, and the hardships of the Negro race before the public. Having learned that they are able to make a living out of their troubles, they have grown into the settled habit of advertising their wrongs, partly because they want sympathy and partly because it pays. Some of these people do not want the Negro to lose his grievances because they do not want to lose their jobs. That's a quote from Booker T. Washington, a person who was born of a slave as a slave. But I'm supposed to listen to these millionaires who are crying.
I don't know nothing about Booker T. Washington. Hold on, Booker T. Washington was actually funding these radical black groups. You know, he was a tool to pay. Let's keep it real. I think that was too much for him, but that was too much.
Wow.
But Derek, what you got? What else you got to say? And then I'm gonna start wrapping it up and letting people come in and just talk real quick. Derek,
hey man, Radical, if you're gonna wrap it up, please don't rap like the way he did.
Oh no. Nah. Listen, if I ever rap, people will not go express on my mixtape. You know, skipping tracks and shit. I'm good. But Derek, what else you want to give to the people? You know, what else you want to tell Rich, even though he's not here anymore? What else you want to say?
Well, as far as Rich, good luck with the donations. Anyway, what I want to say to the people is this is what needs to change, because as you see, as young as he is, and he's spewing out all of this bullshit and old tired hatred, like this has to stop. Like it really does. But you can't make people change. You can't really, they have to see it for themselves. But he's delusional, so I don't know about him. But basically, just love people. Just love.
What do you what did you think about? Oh damn, this dude left. What do you think about all the articles that I was pulling out really quickly when he was saying those type of things? What do you think about that?
He couldn't handle the truth and the facts, just like how people like to say how we don't like to handle, like we don't know how to handle facts and truth, and facts don't care about your feelings. But when we present it, why is it an issue? Why you got to backtrack? Why you got to and stutter like you can't
Yeah.
answer now? No,
Yo,
that's not how that works.
who was the person that asked him how old he was? Yo, shout out
I,
to that person. Huh?
I did. I asked him how
Yeah,
old
Oh, you
he
did?
was.
Oh, shout out to you, man, because I thought about that, but it slipped my mind, and I'm like,
Derek.
how old is this kid?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
His
I ain't
mental
gonna lie, I'm
capacity
not
is
that.
kind of crazy.
Yeah, because see, me, I just turned 30, but
Yeah,
damn,
I'm in
it's
my
like,
late 30s
bro,
too, man.
I'm
that's why I told him.
53.
That's why I told him. I said, dude, you have a lot of living to do because you're 21. What have you seen and done in this world? What?
Yeah, he a kid, man. He a baby, man.
Yeah.
Jesus, I literally
Right.
have sweaters older than this kid.
So Derek,
He's a kid.
Derek, you got a YouTube channel or IG that you want to plug?
Well, this is embarrassing. I do have a YouTube channel, but I don't have content on it. I had it for like
Bro,
9 years, but
yeah, don't
that'll
worry about
change
it. Just
soon.
plug it or
That'll
plug
change
your
soon.
IG, bro. Don't worry about it.
My IG, okay, my IG is Viviendo Mi Vida,
Mm.
and that's it.
All right, cool. So that was Derek. Thank you, brother. Thank you for coming in and thank you for being part of this discussion.
Well, thank you.
All right. I got Kiara and then Maximilian Gonzalez. Kiara, I want Kiara to go first. Anything that you want to tell Rich that he's not here? Any last words you want to leave the people?
Education, even if you don't get it through a school, is important because you don't end up like dumb fucks like him. It's just like some things, it's important to learn about your history, even if you don't want to go back and confront that it happened. Like,
That's
somebody in
true.
the chat was saying, like, well, how did 12 million people get over here in a boat? Like, okay, sure. What? Some Africans sold themselves to white people, but like, that's the only reason why you gonna discredit slavery. Anyways, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Stupidity is real, and I realized that tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you have a YouTube channel or?
Nope, I don't have anything to plug.
Okay, gotcha. Well, thank you for coming in and thank you for being part of this discussion.
You're welcome.
All right, Maximilian, anything you want to add, bro?
Yeah, I just wanted to I wanted to say something to Rich, but he left already. He was talking about how black people are evil because they're fatherless and this and that, right? You guys heard what he said.
Yeah.
But what about I was going to ask him, what about the white people and Latinos? There are evil people in every single race, but not necessarily because you're evil, you're going to be poor. There's a lot of evil people out there, or what you would consider to be an evil person. Let's take Epstein, for example, right?
Yeah.
You can consider that to be evil as fuck, but the guy was filthy rich, right?
Yeah.
What about those people? So not just because you're poor or not because you're poor or black or a minority doesn't mean that you're necessarily evil. So that's what I wanted to tell the guy. Another thing is, I think the reason why Rich is talking about black guys, he's focused on black people. Is because that's what's being put out there in the news right now. It's all black people, this BLM, black people that. That's the reason why. But it's unfortunately the guy doesn't have the right words to express it in the best way. It all went downhill for him, man. You clearly you won the debate. You won the debate, man. That's all.
How do you feel about the tactic that I used about showing everything? Because I already knew everything that he was gonna say. How did you feel about me showing, like, okay, you said this, boom, here's an article disproving you. How did you like that?
Man, that's the way to do it. You gotta be prepared, and you have to anticipate what your opponent's gonna say, and you have to have some facts to back it up. Now, what Rich could have said in return is, show me the source. What source is, and that's a whole different. You could have gone a different way there.
That's true.
But I think you did. You did everything right. Like you dance circles around them, man, in the ring. I wanted to ask Gara something too, but I think she left already. There's something that a lot of people oversee. There are black people are not the only poor people, and they're not. Crime and poverty exist in all races. Okay, but here's the thing. People don't talk much about the poor whites. right? There are a lot of poor
Yeah,
white people,
yeah.
and speaking and talking about opportunities and the systematic oppression or racism. But here's the thing, though: there are a lot of black people and a lot of Latino people who come from the poorest neighborhoods. Now, can somebody explain to me how is it if this place is so systematically racist or oppressed? How is it that they got ahead?
Mm,
You know, there's a
well,
lot of people out there like that.
I could probably answer that.
I'd like to put in, go ahead. I'd like to answer
I like
that
to
as
answer
well.
that. The thing in this country is this country has been put into a place where they have to systematically, oppress. Let's be 100% real, Black Americans. So they will let any other group around Black Americans prevail, even if it's small or inconsequential. They'll let them prevail and have literally not have no roadblocks in front of them so they could prevail economically, so Black Americans can be, so Black Americans could be, could that can hurt them economically. I even got a story where when I was getting a loan for, a small business minority loan, I was the only Latin person there. There was all these white people that were in the office waiting, to speak to whoever they got to speak to. And I spoke to one dude named Philip, and I said, dude, you're a minority? And he literally looked me in my face and said, I'm 1/8 Cherokee. Complete white dude, blonde hair, white eyes. Now the thing is, a lot of my Black American friends, they try to get loans also, and they got rejected. They got rejected flat out. Funny thing is, they waited 6 months, and all they had to say is, I'm a Haitian, I'm a Jamaican. And guess what? The same thing, same paperwork, nothing changed. The only thing that they changed, that they lied, saying that they're a foreigner. And guess what? They got approved for a small business minority loan. So this proves that there's an incentive not to have Black Americans prevail, and that's a way how America could look and say, hey, we're not racist. Look, there's a bunch of bodegas open with Papi in the front. We're not racist. Look, there's a bunch of Asian stores that, that's thriving. So how can we be racist? You know what I mean? Because they allow us, but in the same time, we can't get too uppity, because if we do, they could just take all of that away at any moment.
That's interesting. Interesting, and I agree up to a point, but I think there's still a lot of there's still a lot of details missing in there.
Okay.
Still, but I'm not gonna, but I do agree to an extent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll let Truth Teacher go to it.
Listen, I used to be a school teacher. I'm speaking to Maximilian. I can tell you, and Godzilla mentioned something else. Listen, when we talk about racism, a lot of people think racism is burning a cross on your lawn or lynching somebody. That's only one very small aspect of it. It goes deeper than that. There's a system that is designed to hold people back. And I mean, I don't have time to really go deep into it here, but I will tell you that the reason why I left school teaching is because there was a system against me. When I had children who were functionally illiterate, and I went to the principal and told him, listen, we got a problem here. Your top fifth grade class is illiterate. To make a long story short, I ended up getting blacklisted illegally. I had my license suspended illegally. I was out of work for almost 2 years. And when I did get my license back and I went in, basically what these people wanted me to do, they wanted me to make up good grades so the school looked good. They wanted me to skip kids up to the next grade. So when you have a system like that, where the educational system is so debased, how do you expect these people to go out and compete in the real world? They're doomed to failure from the beginning because the educational foundation is not there, and there's a system that is in place to make sure that they don't get a qualified education. And that's why I left teaching, because there was no way that I was going to walk into a classroom every day and look children in their eyes, knowing that I am an agent of destabilizing their lives just so I could get a paycheck and a pension.
Time.
That's deep.
Yeah.
What was it? So you got anything to say, Maximilian? Because I'm gonna have Johnny come in now.
No, yeah, I agree, man. I personally, my nephews and my little cousins, man. I take a look at their homework, and it's really dumbed down. I mean, they don't even have to strive anymore that much. I mean, they just have to finish their homework and present it, and there you go. They stamp it. You passed. You got an A.
Yeah.
You know?
There you go. That's institutional racism.
Yeah, and then they funnel kids into special ed and all that. But listen, Maximilian, thank you for coming in. And do you have anything to
listener, man? I enjoy your show, and this is by far the best one I've
I'm glad you enjoying it. All right, thanks, man. Have a good one.
Listen, Rad, I just want to say one more thing, and
what's up?
You know, like, I'll let everyone else talk. I know you're wrapping up. Listen, I would like everybody to go to my channel. I don't put out a lot of content, but the most valuable part of my channel is my playlist. And I constructed it this way to specifically address these negative talking points that people like Rich Pneuma come up with. You're going to find a lot of things there about African history, the contributions that we've made to society today and, you know, in the past. And listen, you know, people are talking about if there's successful black people, how can we say there's racism? The fact of the matter is, white supremacy is an ideology. Basically, it's really a class system. But it's an ideology that was created, one of the many that was created to maintain the class system. Racism is the methodology that's used to put it in place. And a big component of that methodology is psychological, to break your spirit down. So when we look in these communities and we see these people who are struggling financially, they're caught up in drugs, they're caught up in crime. These are the people who have been psychologically broken. The people who succeed are the ones who were able to beat the odds and to get education,
30 seconds.
who have strong spirits. And the reason why we see more people succeeding today is because of the fight that's been happening since black people came here, culminating with the civil rights movement. But the fight is not over. There is still a lot of work that needs to be done. So everybody, go look at my channel, look at my playlists, look at some of the recent videos that I did that touch on some of these things that, you know, Rich was talking about.
And he
I
also
have a lot of stuff to negate what he's saying.
He also did a video about me correcting me. Don't go to that one. That one's all full of lies. Don't worry about it.
Listen, we don't need, listen, black people, last thing I want to say, Radical, please just give me a little extra time. I'm gonna wrap it up and I'll be out.
You be long-winded as
Okay.
shit, bro. Go ahead, bro. You got
That's because I got a lot to say. I've lived a long time.
God damn it, you speak so slow. Go ahead. You got 30 seconds. Go.
Okay, so listen. People, whether you're black, Latino, whatever your ethnicity is, when you come across people like this, do not take it to heart, because like I said before, what you're seeing is mental illness on display. Social media is a blessing and a curse. It allows us to have communications like this, but it also gives an opportunity for mentally disturbed people to vent their minds. I think one of the best things that we could do for ourselves is to stop giving these people attention.
Time.
Starve them.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
Preach.
Thank you. Johnny, what do you want to say? What do you want to say about the one? Any message to Rich since he's not here? What do you want to say?
You know, you won that debate.
I just like to hear it.
And And Rich, not surprised, because all thing I was gonna tell him, yeah, you was talking all that crap about black people, but one of them dudes came to your house and confront you.
Mm, mm, mm. Um, yeah, 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 yeah. What about what Rich was talking
Actually,
about? What do you disagree with what he was talking about?
I mean, yeah, Chicago, yeah, there was a lot of stuff, but it it's not just blacks, it's everybody down there shooting each other.
Mm,
So I just agree him on one thing, just
got
that
it,
one
got it.
thing.
Do
That's
you
it.
have a YouTube channel? Do you have a Instagram you want to plug?
No, you know, no, I'll just watch YouTube. Just watch you guys. See what y'all have to
All
say.
right, all right. Yo, shout out to you. Shout out to Johnny Mills. Go subscribe to him. All right, peace.
Peace.
All right, Andrew.
Oh man,
My buddy.
Nelly,
Yo,
boy.
if y'all have not subscribed to Andrew, go check him out. I'm telling you, he puts out a lot of content out.
Red pill,
bro. I don't even have
all
to
truth.
say it, bro, but I'm going to. Who you think won, bro?
Man, I think Puma got this, bro.
You trolling motherfucker.
Yo, he's hitting it in, man. The freestyle and all that.
Listen,
off the top of the dome.
He watched that freestyle. I'm mad that the beat was too loud, but maybe that shit was too hard. I don't know. But yeah, he could spit or whatever the case is.
That kid deserves a nominee, man. An Oscar.
He has some talent. You know what I'm saying? So what about obviously you disagree with some of the things he said. Is there anything else further that you want to tell Rich and you want to expound on that?
You know what's so kind of crazy, man? I mean, this is kind of crazy though, but I mean, I was thinking like what other people were thinking too, like, how old is this guy? Because the way he was saying, "Oh, these black people, and you guys don't have any fathers."
Yeah.
You know, that same rhetoric, just pointing fingers. You guys are this. You guys are that. It's like, my issues. My arch nemesis, Kim 123. Okay, me and him.
I'm sorry. Who?
Kimberly 123.
Oh, okay. I know that.
Yeah, that guy. But okay, man, it's the same type of rhetoric. It's the same thing with you when you had issues with Butthead. These guys, like Truth was saying, man, it had me really thinking to myself, right? And I used to let these type of guys really get to me, get under my skin. But then I sit back and I realize, and I say to myself, well, these guys ain't right because everybody's not acting like them on YouTube. These motherfuckers is crazy, man. I was like, man, does Kim have schizophrenia?
I want to shout out to Peter Logan. He said Radical 1, Rich Laws.
Hey, man, that's a lie, man. Hey, I want a recount on the votes.
Yo, you're such a troll, bro.
I'm trolling like a motherfucker, right?
No, but listen, like the funny thing is when people like Antonio, when they speak, remember they're talking about how come we aren't as racist as him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what he does. And that's what he likes to, go on, and he likes to to put that part on us. And he's supposed to be our representative. But when he went viral, a bunch of Latin people came out and said, yo, he doesn't represent us. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I got Mr. Research here. What's up, Mr. Research? What's going on?
How are you, sir? That was a great discussion. And I just want to say this. Especially since Andrew was on.
What's going on, bro?
What's going on, homie?
Yeah, I like Mr. Research, man.
The problem is in the late 90s, right after Tupac died, internet was kind of born. Okay. And with that came the 90s baby and the 2000 babies who didn't have nothing to fight for. So what they decided to do was get on the microphone and say, Andrew's eyebrow is to the left too much. Andrew doesn't take care of what I want him to take care of. Andrew doesn't do this, and Andrew doesn't do that. And what happened is other people started watching that and taking notes. And then when those children of the 2000 came in, even though a lot of our white, Latin, Asian brothers was kind of cool with the brothers of the 80s and 90s, the children got to hear blacks attack blacks. And this is what it comes down to. Now you have talking points that are coming from anti-blacks that have necessarily no evidence. I always use the crime statistics because people say blacks commit crime. Okay, give you $2,000 if you can show me the word commit on the FBI statistics. It doesn't exist. What it says is arrest. So if I sit in front of Radical Latino's house 85% of my 8-hour day and just happen to see him cut the neighbor's grass and just happen to see his kid throw an egg on somebody's car, of course, the statistics are going to show Radical Latino and his entire family have the highest arrests. While Andrew may be moving the yellow Coke, the blue Coke, the Coca leaves, the Coca in the Coca-Cola soda.
No, man, you forgot the cocaine, man.
Okay. And because Andrew has connections, Captain comes over and tells me, you don't want to arrest Andrew. But he's taking the Coke right out in front of me. You'll have your time. Not go back after Radical Latino. He can't afford a lawyer. So when you were in this discussion, you're dealing with somebody who's hearing all that non-information rhetoric without any evidence of what he's saying.
Did you watch the whole debate?
Didn't have a stomach for the whole day. I was running up a hill. well, because
the reason why I asked was because I did something new. Usually in my debates, I just basically say something and that's basically it, right? Oh, that's not true because of this and this and this. Today, I said, you know what? I'm going to do something different. So I was prepared for all his talking points. And what I ended up doing was every time he said something that was untrue about the black community, I would put up a statistic or the FBI stats that said whites commit more violent crime than blacks. And I would show that. I'm like, well, that's not true because of this and this and this and this. I did something different this time. So I wanted to hear your take. And what do you think was that a good move that I started, that I did something different? Or should I just stay with the old, no, that's not true because of this and this and this?
That, if you did it that way, that's an excellent move for the listeners. It won't be for the people on the panel themselves because people on panels got agendas. But for the listeners, a matter of fact, after I get off, I'm gonna throw you a donation just because of that move. Because
you could go back and watch it. I'm telling you,
it's just like when you and I had that conversation. I was saying that a lot of Latins believe they're white, because of Robert the Old. Robert the Old was a bastard uncle who couldn't be king. He came over after the Romans fell and tried to breed out the Iberians. But you probably don't even remember. I said to you, if Hannibal from North Africa, if Hannibal grandfather was in Spain before Rome even existed, African, doesn't that mean that Africa populated that place? And then somebody said, well, what about the Visigoths? Well, the Visigoths had a war with Rome. So the Visigoths came after Rome existed, not before. And that's why it's good that you put that type of research in there, because people don't know. They're going off what what somebody with an agenda said.
Yeah.
And my last point, I shocked the guy from Spain, a history teacher from Spain. I ain't never heard this before. I said, and you're teaching history and you don't know that Robert the Old came after the fall of Rome, and Hannibal's grandfather, not only his father, but his grandfather drove the elephants through Iberia way before Hannibal was even born.
Yeah.
See, stuff like that.
Yeah. And that's absolutely true. And I'm telling you, if nobody subscribes to Mr. Research, man, go to his channel. It's Mr. Research. He be dropping these dimes and these jewels every time he goes on. So I really appreciate whenever I'm on his live and whenever I talk to him. So Andrew, you wanna talk to ask Mr. Research anything? You wanna say something to the listeners?
Oh man,
he don't like me. He gonna beat me up later. So I'm actually on the run from this guy.
No, but hey man, I come in peace, man. I come in peace, man. Nah, man. Hey, man. I think everybody that was on here had some sort of points. You know what I'm saying? Like to give out there. You know what I mean? Like everybody had something pretty much different, but like it all made sense at the end of the day. But you know, as far as asking you a question, I don't really got much to say. But it's just that regarding to this kid, I just
You feel sorry, right?
I feel sorry for him though, man. Because
how did you feel when I was showing everything? I think I told you over the phone.
He's saving up trying to get a car and everything like that. I mean, I can respect that.
But I was when I was telling you over the phone, I'm like, yo, I'm really, you know, I'm having my shit, you know, I'm actually having all I already know all his talking points. How did you feel when I started showing, well, that's not true because of this. That's not true because of this thing. I was showing him facts and articles. How did you feel about that part?
I mean, it's like, well, I mean, I kind of knew you had a rabbit in the hat. I knew you was about to pull a rabbit.
Yeah.
I know you were ready, man. I know how you be doing your shows, man. Let me tell you something. It's beautiful. I see what you do. You do your research and you got all the proof in the pudding, but you see, it's like I didn't know how old this kid was until I found out. So it was kind of like this is not even debatable, man. It's like he can't debate.
Yeah.
Well, he came to make a statement, not bring any facts.
Yeah, I'm starting to see that. He's right. Mr. Research is right. I'm starting to see that. I think that truth be told, I feel like I was kind of trolled a little bit because I feel like he came here to basically, like he said, make a statement and say what he has to say in order for people to be like, well, I actually agree with that. You know what I mean?
What's so funny is I don't know. I'm on Fox Soul every now and then now. And so a couple of days ago, I was on Fox Soul on one of the shows, and we were talking about 9/11. And I was talking about how a lot of times people don't know the facts of a thing, like how Obama was blocked by Paul Ryan every time he tried to do something. And then for those of us who don't read up on a lot of things we say on the microphone, we'll go and say, okay, Obama ain't did nothing. Okay, that's true. But did you notice Paul Ryan and Mitch McConnell blocked 17 things he tried to do? One of the things he tried to do for child support, that got blocked by Paul Ryan. So sometimes it's good what you do, Radical. Keep digging into the numbers and the research, because at the end of the day, the fans are what we do it for, the listeners.
Yeah.
People like my man, you know, he's going to mislead probably 100 more young people like him, thinking that he knows something, and it's going to take them 4 years to unlearn the garbage he done gave them.
Remember, like Mr. Research said, I'm not doing this for me. I'm not doing this for him. If you guys hear that, that's my cousin to actually hitting me up, and he said, "Hey, I'm listening to you and Rich Bitch. You destroyed him. I'm still on listening. Shout out to Heck, man. Me and you got to talk." But I didn't do this for me. I didn't do this for nobody that was on the panel. I did this for y'all. So you guys know how to handle these type of people when they come with this type of rhetoric. I see a lot of folks, even some black people coming at me telling me, oh, they said, what about black on black crime? And I'm like, yeah, you got shut down with that weak ass argument?
Send them my way. Send them my way so I can slaughter and put me on.
Dude, it's insane. I get, you know how many requests for debates I get, bro? I get mad. I get a bunch of requests where I go like, okay, do you have a channel? No? Okay, it's $250 to debate me. You know what I'm saying? If you have a channel, you have a following, that'll be free. Don't worry about it. I'll go slaughter you. That's fine. The thing is, I don't do it for me. I do it for y'all, so y'all can see when people come at you with that bullshit. What about black crime, Black Lives Matter, a bunch of terrorists? You know how to handle it. The thing is, with white supremacists, 99% of what they're saying are all lies. It's all bullshit. I'm telling you, these people, they have an inferiority complex when it comes to especially black folks. Have you ever noticed all their talking points is all over the place, but for some reason they always have an issue with black folks and they always stick to that one thing: black people are evil, and that's all they do, and crime and crime and crime and crime.
You know, think it probably comes from their parents? Do you think it probably comes from the parents, man?
No, I think a few percent comes from their parents. The other stuff, I think they get it from the environment, and the rest they do it on their own.
Because this new generation is different. The millennials is different. I know that we get our knowledge and our wisdom from our parents. You know?
Yeah.
Millennials, they all over the place.
Well, millennials are over the place, in my opinion, because of technology. Technology doesn't have a filter.
Yeah,
and that's why ultimately technology is going to fall. I don't know if you guys have seen the Netflix movie Social Dilemma.
Yeah. I got it.
You're having more and more tech giants say, "Well, we done screwed up. We've messed up Americans with the stuff we've created. We got people believing stuff that ain't real. We got people holding conversation that ain't real. And meanwhile, other folks are maneuvering themselves. And hey, you know what? Let me just say this: Latin people, you guys are cool, but white Americans and black Americans, if they're not careful, we're going to suffer because this infighting that we do. If America falls, only so many of us white Americans and black Americans are going to be able to go to our grandfather's land.
That's true.
Everybody else is going to be service workers of the people who are family sustainable. Because one thing I said on the show the other day, I think I ran away 13 people. They got mad at me.
Damn, bro.
Oh yeah. I had to call.
But when they get mad at you, brother, because I could see you red pill. I don't mean to cut you off. I apologize, but I'm very intrigued by this conversation because when you speak the truth, they get scared.
Absolutely. And not only that is what I attack, because I helped start the manosphere. I was Alpha Male Wisdom, Minister Jap, O'Shea, and then Angry Man. It was only us at first, but we started it. We started it. It was supposed to be brothers working with brothers, and it devolved into a woman's discussion. And it takes these dudes who want to make money off the pain of black dudes. And just like in your conversation you had today, you got probably that guy you debated is looking for pats on the back that he don't get in real life. Remember that guy? He had 1 million subscribers and he killed himself out of loneliness. That one YouTuber.
Yeah, with the car.
It was a young black dude. He had like 1 million subscribers.
Oh yeah. He threw himself in the river, right?
Oh, he had problems with girls, right?
Right. He couldn't do nothing, Andrew.
Outside or something like that.
Yeah, he couldn't do nothing. Oh no. You talking about the guy with the
no. He was a gamer. He was a gamer dude.
No. Drew's talking about the guy with the green eyes.
Yeah.
He was the green eyes killed himself over a chick.
No, well, Mr. Research was talking about somebody else, right?
Yeah. There's a different dude that
he had a flat top, right?
Right.
Yeah. I know who you're talking about.
And that dude killed himself. But you know what? Let's just marry the two. What you talking about and what Drew talking about. You got a lot of dudes with a lot of followers who don't do nothing in real life.
Yeah. That hits hard, man. There is a lot of people who have a lot of followers who don't do nothing in real life, or you could have less followers in real life.
Yeah. No, you're
So I
absolutely
mean,
true.
you got to always keep yourself active, man, outside this YouTube, because this whole YouTube shit.
Yo,
is a
heck,
toxic
I got you. I'm gonna hit you up when I'm done, bro. Let me start wrapping it up. Andrew, shout out your YouTube channel, man.
Yeah. Hey, yo, those of y'all who haven't subscribed to my channel, Andrew 26101 show. I talk about a lot of logical, educational things. Definitely check it out. Hit that subscribe button. You know the rest.
Yeah. Go to his channel. He got a lot of entertaining thing. And brother, I gotta send you that thing me and you talked about. All right, Drew.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I got
you. Leave that for later.
I got you. I'm gonna catch you later. All right, bro.
All right, hey yo, Mr. Research, man. It's good talking to you, man.
You too, AD.
I'm gonna subscribe to your channel too. I'm gonna check it out.
All right, for sure.
Mr. Research, man. I'm honored whenever you're here because you bring a different type of energy and you bring this grown man energy into the room when you actually start bringing information. Tell the people where they could find you.
You can find me at CA Latre. You can also find me at Mr. Research News Channel. We're gonna be hiring some young journalists to kind of do some topics that other people are not talking about, whether that be marriage rates or whatever the case may be.
Right.
We want to dig into the details, so you can catch me there. But also something real good at my job. It's so funny. I'm on the task force now for equality.
What?
So yeah. I'm in a big hospital network.
Okay.
And we had a meeting about 6 months ago because and this is something I want to say to you. See, Black Lives Matter scared a lot of gringos. and no, seriously. And so they start having conversations behind the scenes with their higher ups. Hey, what's going on? And da. And nobody was speaking up. I grabbed a microphone on a Zoom conference and said, hey, how you guys doing? So a lot of Black people are not able to articulate this for y'all, so let me give an attempt. People out there frustrated because just like me, I have 5 certifications, but I was told I'm too dark-skinned for the job. And there's nobody like you guys to come and protect me from that because some of those people are your friends. And everybody was shocked. But guess what? Just like all your information today, my hospital needed to hear that. And see, other Black folks were scared, and some of the Africans don't feel like they Black when it's convenient, so they wasn't gonna say nothing.
Yeah, that's weird as hell, bro. I met an African dude, and he's like, these Black Americans. I'm looking at him. I'm like, you think cops are not gonna see you as a Black American until you speak? Come on, bro.
Yeah. And see, that's why it was easy for Massa to grab them because they're like, oh, the white man,
yeah, exactly. And those are the same people that a lot of other racists like to point out, saying, "Oh, if we're racist, how come he could still do good?" You know what I mean?
Right. But not realizing he had certain dynamics that allowed him to come from that situation over. So that's all I wanted to say, man. I'm on the task force now. Last year I got 5 brothers hired. This year I got 7 brothers hired. So now that I'm on the diversity task force, hopefully I'll be changing laws and policies, because that's what I tell these Black dudes it's all about. Don't complain. Get in there and change the laws and policies.
Yeah. But also you got to remember, don't start ruffling too many feathers because it might come at you too. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know what? One thing I've lived my life though, Radical, is that's why I got the 5 certification. So that way, because one time I sued my boss back in 2003. I sued my boss and he had to pay me for 2 years. Because you got to put yourself in a position not to be rude, but to be strategically aware at the job, and always have that 3 to 5 G's ready for if your boss go crazy.
That's true.
Because that's the only way your boss is going to respect you. And the judge told my boss, hey, I got to listen to what he said. Because this woman came, you changed your whole demeanor, and what you may not realize, the woman was talking you up during lunchtime the way he's saying. You gave him a promotion before 30 days before she came, and you gave him a letter of recommendation 30 days before it came. So it makes no sense. 30 days later, all of a sudden, and he had to pay me for 2 years. So sorry to be long-winded, man. I just wanted to put that out there, man. I love it.
It's all good, bro. It's all good.
I dropped you some coffee money, man, and I'm going to debate this white guy on my channel. When I set it up, I'm going to send you a link a couple of days ahead in advance so you know when it's happening.
Yes, please do. I had a white supremacist trying to see if he could debate me, and we were gonna go do it, and then he just started to run. I don't know, maybe he checked my channel or something like that. But
that's how they do.
He started to run. I had another dude. Actually, you want to hear something funny? I had a Jewish guy that hit me up on Instagram that wanted to debate. No, all you saying is a bunch of bullshit. That's all lies. You're keeping your people down. And I'm like, all right, you want to debate? We could debate. That's fine. Tomorrow I'm free. They start studying. I'm like, no, we could do this live. You don't even have to say your name. It's totally fine, bro. We can do this. No, see, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not scared. I'm not scared to actually, put my point of views out there and, and start debating them. But the thing is, don't start talking that hot shit when I say, let's go. And then you start backing out,
Right, that's how they do it, though. And hey, if you ever need somebody to host a situation that's neutral, because I'm probably gonna call on you for a couple of things when somebody wants to get crazy with me.
Okay.
So, all right, thank you, sir. Thank you for your time.
I'm gonna email you because I got something else coming up, and I think you'll be good to keep that neutral ground.
All right, that's what's up. All right, sir.
All right, peace. All right, that was Mr. Research. That's what I'm talking about. Listen, everybody, thank you for coming into the channel. I hope everybody enjoyed the debate. Again, I'm not doing this for me. I'm doing this for y'all, so you guys can see how to handle these people when they come with all black people are motherless and all this other stuff. I don't do it for me. I do it for y'all. You saw how easy I knew all his talking points and how easy it was for me just to push it up. You know why? Because I researched these people. I study these people. And I was telling Truth Teacher the whole time throughout our conversation over the phone today and yesterday, yo, I'm going to pull something out and I'm researching this motherfucker heavy. All his little talking points, I debunked all of them. You know what I'm saying? So this is how you actually treat these people when, so you guys won't get caught out there thinking that y'all really lawless. That's all bullshit. That's white supremacist talking point. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys subscribe, thumb up, all that other stuff. Shout out to everybody in the chat, everybody that came into the room and actually spoke. And I want to leave you guys with one thing. I'd rather die on my feet than live on my knees. I'm going to catch y'all later, all right? Peace.